the Twitch headband that I was wearing in the thumbnail. I was wondering if I still may have had it laying around.
Oh yeah, the little
close at hand.
TwitchCom hanky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that. I have that somewhere around here, man. I should grab that for me too. One of these streams. All right, so it says, oh, we're live. It went ahead and hit the live button for us. Hello, guys.
I see it trying to load.
Yep.
On my side,
so welcome to TechTalk, guys. It wasn't supposed to go live immediately, but I guess it's 6, so it might as well go live.
Yeah, we're close enough. Why not?
Yep. OBS Studio is supposed to send a video signal to the YouTube dashboard, and then I'm supposed to push the go live, but for some reason, it randomly decides. Every stream, it does one of two things. Either it sends the stream to the dashboard, and it doesn't hit go live, or it sends the stream to the dashboard, and it hits go live, and it's seemingly completely random. So yeah. So here, let me load up and see. Okay, we got 73 concurrent viewers. It looks like people are finding their way. I'm gonna go ahead and send out notifications for the stream, so everybody knows we're going. Let's see. And I honestly don't know what to expect tonight as far as the quality of the stream and everything, guys. Just to let you know, I am having some internet problems out here today. They've been fairly minor, so I think we're probably good to go. But we'll just have to play it by ear as we go because my internet is like super duper unstable. Okay, so let's see here. We are live. And then I'll say TechTalk, hashtag TechTalk, because you gotta have hashtag TechTalk.
Hashtag.
Come see our hash dogs. We will show them to you. All right, so
man, not enough hot dog places out around, I have to say.
There's not.
You know what? I love me a good like bratwurst or like Polish sausage or whatever, man. And they're not. I'm start talking about this, I'm gonna get slobbery because man, like you go to a baseball game or whatever, or downtown Seattle, there's some good hot dog stands, but I'm talking like a spot, like a restaurant that
why isn't there like a Subway for hot dogs? What's it called?
I think it's called Top of Tacoma or something like that.
That should be a franchise though. How is there not a franchise for just like
Tacoma hot dog? We're already off.
Wait, what's happening?
Oh, it's called the Red Hot. It's down in Tacoma.
Oh, the Red Hot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
there's what? What's happening?
Hot dogs are every bit as versatile.
Yeah, it's called the Red Hot. Yeah, it's bomb. They got all kinds of crazy. They got like a peanut butter and bacon one and stuff.
Oh,
it's awesome.
All right, let's see. Hold on. I think we might be hitting some turbulence. Let me.
Oh, what happened?
Oh shit! Wait, are you still there? I'm literally dropping every packet to Google right now, and I cannot. I have no DNS. How am I? Okay, so according to my internet connection, I have no DNS resolution and no gateway yet. I can still see you and hear you. Can you hear me? Hello.
It's magic. It's just I hear you.
Oh, you do hear me. Okay, can you see me doing this?
It's the power of friendship.
Wow. So this is weird.
You're doing this.
So okay, YouTube is not receiving video information. This is weird because you and I on Discord we have a perfect signal, and for some reason my ping time to Google went up to like 1,000. Okay, wait, it's coming back to normal now.
We still see you and hear you. Give us stream is up. Yeah, I think we're okay.
Stream's fine now. So weird.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's going to be some instability because like right now I'm pinging Google and it's jumping between 8 ms and 400 ms. So what I really need to do is there a way that I can drop the bitrate in OBS Studio? Let me go to video and see. If
but not while you're live.
Oh,
or maybe while you're live.
Let's see.
But
I don't think I can.
You can.
Let me see. Output. CBR, rescale output, recording audio. Ah, shit. Yeah, it's not letting me do it while I'm streaming. It's all right. We're just going to let her ride. We're going to let her ride, guys. It might be a bumpy ride, but fuck it.
We're doing it live.
Yep.
Fuck it.
And I'm doing a local recording, too, so we will upload this as a podcast afterwards, so all the little dropout bits and shit will be in there. So I got to scratch my balls here. Hold on.
Cool.
Oh, man, itchy balls.
Ew.
So don't you me. You got some balls, too, and I'd be fair to middle and betting they're a lot hairier than mine are. I'm just saying,
I'm just going to go like this in my chair. And
it's like a Brillo pad. Just kind of scratches itself. Yeah. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's like... Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, I think we got some clean air ahead of us now. Yeah, just to let you guys know, internet connection is going to be a little wonky. Where I have like a mom and pa internet provider. I don't have Comcast, and everybody in my town works for Microsoft. Like everybody. So all 3,000 or whatever workers that were on the Redmond campus that were sent home to work from home, 2,999 of them are my neighbors. So
yikes.
Unfortunately, when they're jumping online at night and doing their calls and stuff, it's like I see these noticeable spikes where shit goes up and comes down. So we'll see how it goes, but it looks like the quality's back up. It looks like we look okay. So
yeah, I think so.
And my ping time's all right. So we're just letting some people wander in here. We'll get things going. You guys have a look around. Our topics tonight are going to include Space Force. Finally has a mission.
Space Force!
Space Force! No, Space Force!
So weird, man.
Right? Dude, we literally have a Team America fucking space police.
Right?
Team America space police. Fuck yeah. So we got that. We're going to be talking about our biggest topic of the night, though, by far, because I think we're both really passionate about this. It's going to be NASCAR decided that because NASCAR can't be NASCAR, they're going to just esports that shit. And so they basically went like full on esports, and all the drivers of the NASCARs are now driving in simulation. Did they say
like that?
What simulator are they using?
So Fox, let me see if I can pull it up again. I lost it. Oh, it should be in the Discord. I'm dumb.
Dude, because Fox's studio is amazing. Did you see the pictures of the studio?
No. So what I understand is Fox aired an iRacing tournament, I believe. Let me see. Let me give you a quick.
I was wondering if it was iRacing or not. I figures it's iRacing because I think that's what they train on.
Let's see. Okay, so the Indy 500 has been delayed or postponed or whatever. I imagine NASCAR in general is probably in a similar spot. So Fox aired the inaugural race in its NASCAR iRacing Pro Invitational Series, and it looks like it became the most watched esports event broadcast on television with 903,000 viewers on Fox Sports.
That was live concurrent too. That was just under 1 million people watching live. Like Ninja pulls what, like 60,000, and this pulled almost 1 million. So that's giving you an idea.
I think the biggest one on Twitch in recent times was a League of Legends tournament that I think peaked at 1.2.
Really?
Concurrent. Yeah, 1.2 mil.
Oh my God.
It was huge. Yeah. I think there was a COD tournament that was pretty close as well.
Are they saying that this is the biggest like esports broadcast on television, like a television network?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
that I gotcha.
I know TBS has done a few CS:GO tournaments, like at 10:30 at night or something.
I watched those
late broadcast stuff.
They're fun to watch though. I watched them when I was on the cruise ship. It's awesome to watch.
That's neat. And so they've agreed to air the entire series.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome. But keep in mind, guys, this is the actual drivers. This isn't like they created a NASCAR series. Yeah. This is the real NASCAR drivers that are like, well, not all of them, I know, but they literally
have some pro drivers. Yeah,
they're putting them in simulators on a set. And the set has like fucking neon lights and lasers. That's sick. Dude, you could tell they sunk some money into the production of this thing. Like they have like the gimbal cameras that like rotate around them and do the hero poses and shit. Like in the pregame. Cool. Dude, so they totally went full esports on it. But we'll be talking about that tonight. That's probably going to be our most primary topic because me and you, we literally get like a boner over this shit. Like it's good.
Awesome.
It's good. And then let's see what else we got. I lost my fucking topics. Damn it. Can you read the last two?
We got Space Force.
Yep, NASCAR.
NASCAR esports. So there's a Comet coming.
Ooh,
Not in a dangerous way, I don't think, but it's a new one.
Not Armageddon.
They found. It's going to be coming close. I don't think so.
Okay.
So it's going to be coming close, I think, later in May. And then I just thought it'd be funny to talk about that Lego GPU again because that's been floating around all week.
That's actually fun. That's a good topic. And by the way, all the topics tonight were picked by AuxxZillary because I literally just got done with a 7-hour stream on my Twitch channel and had like 45 minutes to literally go and like rest and then eat a hamburger and then I'm like right back in front of the computer setting stuff up. So thank you so much for coming up with the topics, and you nailed 2 topics I really wanted to talk about. And also, it's appropriate because my son just got a gift from Adam, Kevlar Condom. You know what he got?
What did he got?
He gave him a Saturn V rocket, Lego rocket, that's like 2,000 pieces, dude. You know which one I'm talking about too, right? Sick. Like it's the big one.
Yeah, that's sick. God, that's too cool.
Those things are expensive, man. I bet you that thing cost over $400. Like I haven't looked it up, but I know Lego. It's got to be $400 to $500. And that's awesome. He got it for his 10th birthday.
Tall.
It's really tall.
Happy birthday.
Tall. So my son Xander, we're probably all on Sunday going to be eating some birthday cake because we can't have anybody over, obviously, because we're trying to stay in as much as possible. Actually, the only reason we went out was to recover precious toilet paper because we all know that that's a commodity now that everybody needs. I was just saying the other day that toilet paper, I never thought this would happen in my life, but toilet paper costs more than oil right now. Crude oil is like $20 for a 50-gallon drum, and to go get like a 30-pack of toilet paper is like $30, $25-$30. So toilet paper, I never thought in my entire life I would see gasoline be cheaper than toilet paper. Like it's freaking insane. It's absolutely insane. So we got some toilet paper, and then just Adam surprised him because we went to pick up some toilet paper from him, and he surprised him with that. And I was just like, oh my god, Xander went nuts, man. He went absolutely
That's
nuts.
awesome.
We captured the moment in the car.
Too.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
so cool.
he is there. There's only two things. My son is a very simple person in that he only has two things that are his life's passions. He keeps it very narrow, even though he wants to be everything he sees on TV. The two things that he has never wavered on is cars. So like Hot Wheels, Matchbox, any car, doesn't matter. It could be like a big plastic car. It can be a tiny little model car. Anything with wheels on it. He is all about cars and racing, right? And the second one is Lego. His entire life, everything Lego this, Lego that. We've probably bought him 50 or 60 different Lego kits, and he builds them completely by himself. And at 9 years old,
I love it.
And on the Spectrum, you put Legos in front of him, fucking he just bam, it's just there, it's done. Like better than I can do it. So I'm super proud, and it's gonna be fun watching him put together a 2,000 piece. I mean, obviously we gotta help him, but it's gonna be nuts.
Honestly, that's the best part for me. Just like computers, it's building them, man. If I could, I'd build them, take them apart, and bring them back. Like,
absolutely,
I think that'd be so much fun.
Absolutely. Hey, Harry, sure, thank you for that $2 super chat. We really do appreciate that. Stripped down version of Windows 10. What? Wait, he said stripped down version of Windows 10. Where?
Like, are you asking for one, or that one exists? I think we need more words.
Dude, I'm not okay.
Hey, we were just talking about.
Dude, I'm not even shitting you, pup. Pup. I literally was just telling him the story about you and the shirt. Right before we did the stream, and it's so funny to see you show up like right after I told him that story.
That's
Pup,
so great.
Thank you so much for the $5, dude. He said, I really wish people would think of others and not hog all the supplies for themselves. Us dogs are not so greedy. We share treats with friends. Yeah, you do.
Oh, does one exist, a stripped down version of Windows 10?
Oh,
sure.
Technically speaking, you can strip down any of the SKUs of Windows 10 if you use the the Windows deployment tool, or what the hell is it called? It's been so long.
Yeah, you can deploy your own ISO, right?
Exactly. So you basically build your own ISO. You can pick what goes in and what comes out. Yeah. That's what it is. The OEM tool. You can basically take anything you want out and create your own custom ISO that's like missing like half of what's in the operating system. You can literally install it with just Explorer and like nothing else if you want to.
Don't they have it's like Windows 10S? It's like a very it's meant, or is that the ARM version? There's one.
Sorry.
I think there is a
Windows 10S is like a little different. That's the school version. And the educational version, and the thing that sucks about that is you can only run things from the Microsoft Store. You can't run Win32 applications. So it's like way crippled, and it's still as big as the original operating system because they still put all the stuff in there to run it. They just disable it. So,
of course,
Harry, what you're probably looking for, honestly, is look for just do a search for OEM installation Windows 10. And there's a couple tools that Microsoft actually gives you that allow you to basically build your own ISO and your own deployment packages, and you can take out whatever you want and put whatever you want in. You can get Windows 10 down pretty lean and mean, but there are some things you can't get rid of no matter how hard you try. Like, for instance, you can uninstall Edge.
Cortana.
Like Cortana, for one. Edge, you can technically uninstall Edge, but it doesn't really uninstall it because it's still very integrated in the operating system. All you're doing is removing the browser component, not the stuff behind the scenes. So you can only get so lean, honestly. So, Kevlar said, I'll take a Xander birthday shout out, but then I'm off the bed. Hey, Kevlar, we already got you covered, bro. Right. Yeah, we already told him about the Saturn V rockets. You get some sleep, brother. Get some sleep, brother.
Yeah.
Because you can always watch this later too, because we are recording, and it's a podcast. You guys asked for a podcast, you got it. So we should probably state that.
$50 from Kevlar Condom. Thank you very much, my good man. Hype.
More.
Thank you very much. That's intense.
All right, man.
Thank you very much.
We love our resident.
He just has a celebration.
That's man. Dude, did you see what he did on my stream the other day? He gave away $1,000 of Amazon gift cards.
Yeah.
For people folding. So if you join that folding at home team right there, we're probably going to be doing another giveaway in a couple of weeks. So make sure you're folding for that team, and you're automatically entered to win like $100 Amazon gift card. He gave away like 10 of them. So totally do it.
That's awesome.
What the hell was I just doing? I just got on my phone. He completely threw me off with the $50 tip. Jam it at him! Jam you and your support throwing me off my mental state.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I'm about as spacey as you are, so.
Yeah, right? It's the blind leading the blind here.
No idea.
So, okay, no, we were talking about the podcast. So
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
So we're on Anchor. First episode uploaded. This will be the second episode that I upload right now. We're on Anchor. It looks like, let's see, hold on. 62 people have watched it so far. So not a lot of people have discovered it yet, but we are on multiple platforms, and I think it tells me what platforms we're on now. Let me see. So my podcast, okay, TechTalk 2.0 is what it's called, and we are currently distributed to, dude, we've made 73 cents, dude. We're getting rich. Dude. Woo, 73 cents. Okay,
Wait, from
so
the podcast?
Yeah, the podcast. I put an advertisement on the beginning for Anchor.
Hey.
So I'm like,
that's
hey,
cool.
today's video is sponsored by Anchor. Post your shit or whatever. So they're paying
That's
us.
cool.
Yeah, it's like a $15 CPM. So we get like $15 for every 1,000 people that watch it, that listen to it on there. I think that's pretty cool.
Hey.
So
we should start pushing that.
yeah, God damn it, it showed me the other night. I think it sent me an email and it said how many networks, but we're on iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're on iHeartRadio, I think, and we're on like one other one. And I think there's like 2 more that are still in the approval process. So it's happening.
What's the name of it? I'll look it up on Spotify. I'll start spreading the link.
TechTalk space V2.0. Start spreading the
Nice.
news.
What
Actually,
the
it says 71 plays now, so people went to it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I got it. So we're on Anchor.
Hey, Bazinga X.
Oh my God, dude.
$100. Well, in that case, how bad will this throw you off? I'm about to join your folding team, Mr. Bazinga X.
God.
Thank you very much. Holy cow.
Well, you guys just paid for the whole show, man. You guys, holy shit.
That's
dude,
intense.
Bazinga threw down on my stream just a couple of days ago.
Where's my printer?
Dude, yeah, you need to put Bazingas on your sign. He said,
That's
okay,
awesome.
so he said, well, in that case, how bad did it throw you off?
Thank you very much.
God damn it. Yeah, it did throw me off a lot, actually, Bazinga.
What do you want on the sign?
Yeah, we're gonna put you on a sign, bro. Bazinga, what do you want us to start on the? What do you want us to write on the sign?
No,
hey, Kevlar
59.
Condom, don't you dare though, brother. Dude, you already did more than enough, and plus you're actually $500 up since you gave Xander a Saturn V Lego rocket. So don't even worry about it, bro. You're still the winner.
Oh, there it
Bazingas.
is. V2.
Wait, okay. So this is what I'm on.
There it is.
Oh, you found it. Okay. So we're on Anchor, Spotify, Other. I don't know what Other means. Apple Podcasts and Pocket Casts. What's Pocket Cast? Is that like a porn site? We're on Pocket Casts, guys. And let's see.
Another.
That's pretty fucking cool, actually. So 5 days ago, I uploaded. It looks like 71 people have found it so far.
Following.
But I wanted to let you guys know because a lot of people have been requesting. A lot of people have been requesting that we do a podcast because they drive around in their cars and shit and they want to listen to this. And I'm sorry, we just had another dropout where the ping jumped up to 1,000 for about a half a minute and I lost a bunch of packets and now we're back. So don't worry, guys. I'm recording it locally so you guys can listen to it on the podcast later uninterrupted. But unfortunately, internet is what it is right now. Kevlar Condom's like, did I start a war? No, awesome. Dude, you did a beautiful thing is what you did. And let's be honest, Bazingas would have thrown down anyways, dude. He's basically like, this is a strip club, awesome. And he's the guy in the front just like taking singles and putting them in my G-string. I love it. I love it, Bazingas. Because I mean, we do this, we split the super chats from every single stream. So it's like, this is a revenue stream
seriously,
for us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We hugely appreciate this, especially like right now, because like I do this for a living and, you also build computers for a living, but it's like, it's nice to have some side hustle, especially with shit going on now, dude.
Yeah,
totally
every
does.
little bit.
So, not to get too political, and I don't think this is technically political, so I think we'll be all right. But you looking forward to your check, bro? It got signed. The stimulus thing got approved unanimously.
Oh yeah, I mean,
completely bipartisan.
Whenever that decides to get sent out, yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, they still haven't said anything about like how if we sign up for it or if it just shows up. But as I understand it, if you make under 100,000, it just shows up, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be automatic based off of your, I think, previous year's tax filings.
Oh, dude, I made almost nothing last year. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. I genuinely thought telling him not to would... I should know better by now.
He's full of rum. He's full of rum. He'll do anything right now.
He is. How do we ban him? How do we ban Kevlar Condom so he doesn't like... Because, hey, Adam, we need you to keep your wealth so that we can live in your garage when this apocalypse hits full speed.
Right?
So
hey, I'll just live in his Tesla. Are you kidding?
Actually, that's the place to be, dude. I called dibs on the trunk.
Biofilter.
Oh, that's right. Dude, you could totally... If this thing goes airborne, you could just survive in your Tesla. And you can order shit on the screen with like the unlimited internet connection and just have like Uber Eats come in. And is there an airlock? Does the Tesla have an airlock? That's the one thing Tesla needs to add to their vehicles, an airlock.
Well, you can like you put it into like biohazard mode, and it's supposed to be sealed, and like they have Uber filters on the cabin stuff. Barnacules in a G-string. That image will need professional help.
Hey, Bazinga, I don't care what you request with your money. If you want G-string on or G-string off, you just let me know, brother. Kevlar said, I funded a mini war. Off to bed. Good night. Sleep well, Adam. Sleep well, and holy shit.
Yeah,
so.
Good night, dude. Thank you very much. Holy cow, dude.
Yeah, so
that's
we're not,
outrageous.
We're not even into the show. What? Like, I don't even think it's been 20 minutes.
Not even 20 minutes.
20,
Damn, man.
20 minutes, and we're already, dude. We're gonna be millionaires if we keep this up. We just need what we need is like 3 rich people that like what we do, like Bill Gates rich, right? And then we're set. Everybody else can just enjoy the show.
And see, that's where you can help out, is by spreading the word. Send all your social media channels. Tell your mom. Tell your friends. Tell them to tell their moms and friends. Yep. And that's how you can help without.
What? Wait, what just happened? Uh-oh, what just happened? God damn it.
I don't even, this is insane.
Are you shitting me? And I know Bazinga's good for it too, so it's like this isn't even like a troll, dude. Like fucking A. I hope Adam went to sleep. I know he didn't though. Fuck.
No, he's right there. I see his word. He says, "Oh shit."
God damn it. No, please. There's support and there's making us feel bad. So like just pull her back just a little, guys. Just a little. Oh my god, dude. My fucking
that's
god.
Crazy. All right. Oh. Okay.
I don't even know what to do now. Like we're past that awkward point where it's like I don't even know what we could do short of like I don't know like there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do to earn what we just made on the show.
I mean, yeah, holy cow. Just dude, more content.
Thank you, Adam. Adam, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Because this is
Bazinga X, holy cow, dude.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, we need because I have a feeling if Adam kept going, Bazinga keep going. It's like honestly, like no, just save some for later, guys. Save some for later. Yeah, my God,
serious business.
Oh Jesus,
that's intense. Thank you guys so much. Holy cow.
I feel like I need to show Bazinga my Bazingas.
Right, my OnlyFans is.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, you just got a lifetime subscription to OnlyFans.
Jeez,
holy shit,
man.
pimp.
But serious business, like that's
like everything's red. Look at the top of the chat. I gotta screen cap that. That is so fucking cool.
Much.
Dude, the top of the chat is just like 3 red bars. And you know what? Those red bars are going to be there for like the next half an hour because the time based on the
money. Hey, gangster. Oh, yeah.
Who is it?
Good.
Who is it?
It's my brother.
Tell him to get on camera.
My brother.
Will he jump on cam?
You want to say hi?
Yeah. Get in here. Get him in here.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Oh, what's up,
look,
bro?
I'm growing my beard out. See?
Oh, the better looking family member.
This is my little brother. By the way.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't got your beard, but he's better than looking you, so he doesn't need it.
He used to. He was talking about I have a better beard, but Eric, he used to have a better one, but he gets it caught up in the climbing rig and in the trees.
Oh, dude, is he a lumberjack? Is he legit a lumberjack? Like, does he?
Arborist.
Oh, that sounds sophisticated. Can you explain the difference between a lumberjack and an arborist?
Lumberjack implies commercial lumber.
Oh, okay.
I take care of trees.
Yeah, so lumberjack's more commercial logging.
More tree surgeon.
And then,
gotcha.
So what he does is more residential. Tree surgeon, he says.
So he's climbing. He's the guy climbing up on him with like the spike boots. And
which, by the way, if anybody out here in the local Western Washington area needs their tree trimmed.
Dude, I need my tree trimmed. You want to come trim my tree? Dude, it's only 2 inches tall. You don't even need gear. If you guys need
your trees trimmed or anything, this guy. Yeah. I mean, if it's a...
It took him a second. Only 2 inches tall. You don't need any climbing rig.
This guy. But yeah, do you want to shout out your Instagram?
Do it, man.
Ethical Arborist Northwest.
Can you spell that for us that don't know how to spell arbor?
Northwest.
On Instagram.
How
do you spell arbor?
Or
yeah, type that shit
underscore.
In
chat. Mechanic underscore Northwest on Instagram.
Oh, the internet's jumping back up to 2,500.
Cool.
And if you're in Western Washington and you need your trees trimmed, this guy, he'll do you right.
He'll trim your trees good. All right. Dude, I learned a new word today, arborist. Hold on, we're waiting for the stream to magically come back again because it's all over the place. Dude, you and your brother actually look a lot alike, dude. You guys do. You look a lot alike.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let me see. I'm trying to get chat up in a box that I can actually type in. Yeah, hold on. Internet's slowly coming back. We're slowly getting it back. Just every once in a while, I just start dropping packets like crazy, and the ping time goes up to like 4,000. Can you hear me okay, Houston?
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, yeah.
All right, just making sure. All right, so now I got, okay, I wanted to get a chat up that I can actually type in. Why can't I type in this chat? Come on. Let's see here. Theater mode. Am I in theater mode?
That's so crazy. Oh, we got another Alex Bevan, just $5, no message. Thank you very much, man.
Dude, we really do appreciate it.
Thank you guys very much. That's so cool. You got don't I feel like I gotta say,
Please
like,
do.
don't feel bad. If the biggest serious business, I say this on my own streams and stuff as well, but the biggest help is just being here. We got 834 people here. That is incredible. That is the biggest help.
Where did they all come from? We've never had a stream that big.
I don't know. It's Friday. It's Friday night. What else is anybody doing?
That's actually awesome.
They can't go out. They're not like at the bar.
That's true. We got them by the short and curlies, don't we?
But serious business, just the viewership is the biggest help. It is. It pumps the numbers. It gets us to top of lists and stuff. It gets people, and later too, the recording will be shown to more people and things like that. So just being here, spreading the word, telling your friends, that is hands down the biggest help.
Couldn't agree more.
Follow the social media stuff. Share it with your friends. That's serious business. That means so much because like time is valuable.
It is.
And you guys you're choosing to spend your time here with us, a couple of weirdo guys, and just shooting the shit on the internet, and that is super cool. So thank you guys very much for that.
Totally. Dude, I can't believe we're at 888 viewers. Where are these people coming from?
Intense.
My God. So we missed one. Pim DSLR Production. Thank you for the 5, not pounds. What are those euros?
Pounds? Euros?
Yeah, because it's the little E, the backward E. Yeah, so 5 euros. He said, I hear people say that due to COVID-19 virus, the internet can stop working. God damn it, I said it. But it doesn't matter. I don't even care now.
Okay.
We give zero shits.
Well, not directly. It's not that kind of a virus.
Yeah.
It's more of a load sort of thing.
You said load. Said I always start laughing when I hear it. Is it even possible? Oh, my God. So can the internet stop working? Yes, actually, it can. It technically can, but we can't afford for it to stop working. I'd say that it's every bit as important these days as power is, as water is. Like, some people don't get that. That's one thing I've noticed is when you ask people, they think internet is a luxury, and it's like it was when it first started. But it's not anymore. Internet is not a luxury. It is a utility 100%. Regardless of net neutrality, it is 100% a utility because people need internet. And some people are like, well, I don't have an internet connection. It's like, well, how'd you type to me that you don't have an internet connection? Oh, I'm on my phone. No, that's still an internet connection.
Oh, that's what gets me, man. It's like, it blows my mind, like the kids, right? There's a couple girls in my life, right?
Yep.
And on the one hand, like, I get it. Like, I'm super nerd. I've been around since just before the internet was a thing, publicly at least. And like, I feel like nowadays, if you're like less than maybe 28, there's a big disconnect. Like, you don't really know what the internet is or how it works, or like they think the Wi-Fi is different from the cell phone internet, and it's like. And I'm like, man, I have to stop myself and like, oh, that's right. You guys don't know a time before high speed internet. Even they don't even remember dial up. They didn't exist. These kids, some of these kids. Yep. And so it's
internet
like
for granted.
Okay, let me sit you down and teach you a thing or two. It's crazy.
So this is the way that I see it is there's like two transitions that happened with internet. It was the first people that were like the uber nerds, like you said, like you and I, they had like Prodigy and called bulletin board systems and stuff like that. That was my generation. And then there was shell accounts. That was when you could dial up to the internet, but it was like in a terminal, and you just it was text mode. There was no graphics.
Sure.
And that was like the first stage of the internet where, again, only the nerds could do it because you were sitting at like a Linux bash prompt or a Solaris bash prompt, and you had to like, figure out how to do stuff. And then it was WinSock. WinSock came along, and that was like the graphical internet, Trumpet WinSock. And that's when it kind of started becoming mainstream, and people started to get it. But it was when broadband came out. That was the big transition, was when not modems.
Early DSL.
Yep. No phone numbers, everything. It was like you just were on the internet 24 hours a day. And then people started transitioning into your computer as just an extension of the internet. That wasn't the case back in the 80s and the early 90s. In the 80s and early 90s, your computer was a standalone mechanism. Everything was loaded from a floppy disk, and the internet was just this thing that you dialed up to talk to people on the internet, IRC, or go to what was the web browser back then? It was called like Tin or something like that.
The oldest one I recall is still Netscape.
Okay, this is before graphics.
Unless it came
Links.
Okay.
Like way back in the day. Do you guys remember the text mode internet? God, or what was it? What was it called? No, it wasn't Links. It was a browser. Anyways, you opened it up in your terminal, your VT100 terminal, like not even ANSI graphics. It was all black and white. And so, but when it transitioned into a slip account and a PPP account and those new protocols that now we just take for granted, it's just a broadband internet connection. That was when people just got used to internet being a part of everybody's life. Yep. I remember Mosaic.
Vague. That's like just a little prior to Netscape.
Yeah, didn't Netscape buy them? Did Netscape buy
the guys that did that? I don't remember the progression.
Yeah, I actually don't. I'm pretty sure Netscape bought them up, though, because I know Netscape was a really big deal until Microsoft came along and started pushing Internet Explorer and kind of kicked them in the balls. Hey, Bazingas, thank you for that $5 tip. He said, Kevlar and I will screw with you next time, just giving you $1 at a time. Hey, we'll take it any way you'll give it, bro.
Make it rain.
They did that to me one morning coffee show where one person did like a tip of like 5 bits like 100 times. And so the little notification just kept going, da-ding, 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 da-ding. And it was like giving everybody like PTSD. It was awesome. Is it Shinzon Gamma? Thank you for the 5 A's. He gave us 5 A's. Next person,
Australian did.
Can we get B's next time? I want B's and C's next time. He said in Australia this time, midday, so good time for me. That's awesome. Well, yeah, the reason why we're streaming tonight, just so you guys know, this isn't our regular time, obviously. The reason why we're doing this today is because Houston's mom's got a birthday tomorrow. So you're off doing the family birthday, and then my son has a birthday on Sunday, and so we're occupied Saturday and Sunday. So we figured, you know what, let's just do it tonight. That way, you know, because we were going to defer it to Sunday, but then I was like, well, I got Xander's birthday, and I want to spend the day with him. So we just figured, you know what, let's just knock it out tonight. And so far, I mean, it was awesome, man. At one point, we had like 800 viewers. I don't know where they came from because they came and gone. Like, we're down to 430.
Yeah, it's gone now. That's sad.
I think somebody might have, like, did somebody rate us or something? They must have been something like that, and it's not showing up in the list. Because I don't know how all those people like showed up and left. That's weird.
Does it work the same?
I don't even know.
On YouTube, I don't know.
Bubba the Matt said weird stream works better here than Twitch. That actually doesn't really surprise me. Twitch is kind of overwhelmed right now. Let's see. Okay, I'm all caught up with chat. Okay, good. So chat rate's currently 20, playback's 2,610. Yeah, there must half of those viewers just came from somewhere. Can somebody in chat? Are you still hanging out? Like, how'd you get here?
Linus, maybe WAN show.
Somebody must have promoted it.
They may have overlapped or something.
Okay, wait. So Linus Tech Tips started a WAN show. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, no, that makes sense. So they were here organically, but they just left for Linus's show. No, I totally get that. That makes sense. Because let's be honest. I mean, Linus puts on a better show than us. I mean, we can't ever hold a candle to that guy. But we got better supporters, so suck it. Wait, it said front page of YouTube? There's no way we were on the front page of YouTube on a Friday night.
There's no way. We'd have more than that if we were.
There's no way. We're still over 500 though. That's freaking awesome. That's like
thank you guys for all of you guys for hanging out.
Yeah, especially with like all the little internet glitches and stuff like that. That's really nice of you. So wow, well we got everybody's attention. What do you say we start diving into the topics, Mr. Man?
Sure.
All right. Okay, so should we just go for the elephant in the room and save everything else for foreplay?
Maybe
NASCAR.
What do you, oh yeah,
big one,
dude. We could spend the next 2.5 hours just talking about esports and that for sure. I'm totally okay with that. Space Force is a joke. The Alice Comet, pretty cool, but it's not going to be a thing until like the end of May. 3DFX Lego GPU, super freaking cool. Go check that out. Just Google it. There's a PC Gamer article about it. Space Force is a joke. Whatever. They're having their first mission launched, I guess, or something. Whatever. Cool shit tonight.
What's the mission for, though? I'm curious. Did it say what the mission was?
Man,
I just want to know what does Space Force do that the Elon isn't already doing? Like, are they putting a ion cannon in orbit or something? Like, what are they doing?
What I don't understand is there's already a branch of the Air Force that exists for space stuff.
That's
like
true.
this, and like I don't understand what the I don't know what the difference is supposed to be. Okay, so Trump's U.S. Space Force launches its first national security mission. All right, let's see what this says. Atlas rocket took off, blah, 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 on Thursday. Blah, blah, blah. Booster separated. Successful staging and ignition of the Centaur upper stage.
Crashed
blah,
in the
blah,
ocean.
blah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, right. Ready to. What was the point? What was the point? Let's see. Special service criticism.
Wait, somebody criticized it? No. No.
Because it looks like Star Trek. It looks like the Star Trek logo. It's
Does
funny.
it really? Oh my god! I think I've seen it before. The
It's
Space Force logo.
It's similar. It's not.
Okay.
It's not that close, but it's. I see the resemblance. Let's see. Oh, it launched some sort of advanced, extremely high frequency satellite to provide global, survivable, protected communications capabilities for strategic command and tactical warfighters operating on the ground, sea, and air platforms.
So a fancy way of saying GPS satellite.
Another sort, some super high frequency communication satellite.
Oh my god, dude! Hey, RGJ Runner, thank you for the €2, man. He said, "Here, buy a Twinkie, dude. I'll buy 2 Twinkies." That shit's on sale right now. Like nobody's buying any of the candy. You notice that? Like I went to the store, it's like candy's fully stocked. All the alcohol's there. Like the alcohol aisle's just brimming over. Like they over-ordered and people just didn't buy it. But there's no toilet paper.
Yeah.
No toilet paper, but you can get everything else at the store now, except for maybe. I think some of the meats sold out, like, but I was still able to go get like hamburger patties and stuff. So the only thing that I'm longing for, like, just to be regular on the shelf for like my own personal sanity, is just toilet paper. I have toilet paper right now, but it's like just knowing that after this amount of time, it's still not on the shelf. I'm like, come on, like we can figure out a lot of things. It's like literally tornadoes go through places and chew them up, and they get toilet paper there faster than we're getting toilet paper back after this. So that's concerning me ever so slightly. But other than that, I think that our supply chain is actually pretty strong. So I think we're good to go.
Space Force, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Space Force, fuck yeah, trying to save the motherfucking one planet. Oh my god.
Whatever.
Maybe we'll find aliens. You never know. Maybe that satellite will find aliens, and then they'll have the last laugh as they're vaporizing us and stealing our water and oil. Dude, wouldn't that be funny if aliens came here to steal something like oil or something that like we don't even like isn't even like really common element for us or something, but on their planet it's like literally diamond dust or something, and they're like, oh man, dude, they got crude oil on this planet, and they just come over and like take over all of our oil wells or whatever, hold us at laser point. That'd be weird. So NASCAR, because we got an excellent segue there. NASCAR is moved to a live streaming venue on both TV and on the internet. As a matter of fact, it's streamed on. Let me see here. These are all the venues it's streamed on now. Fox is the one doing it. Fox Sports Go, NBC Sports, PlayStation View, YouTube TV, DirecTV now. Now, to be clear, it's YouTube TV, not YouTube. YouTube TV, their plan. DirecTV, Hulu Plus Live TV, Sling TV, and the NASCAR mobile app on your cell phone. These are all the platforms that they're streaming the same thing to. So it's everywhere. It's like they're putting this thing everywhere. It's all in. But basically,
I'm so stoked.
I am too. The idea here is, guys, they can't do the regular NASCAR season because obviously not everybody can show up. They can't hoard together. They can't even. The new laws that are in place, they can't even have a full camera crew on site to do a real production of a NASCAR.
Wow.
Event. So what they're doing right now is Fox has basically set up a studio, brought in as many of the NASCAR drivers that they can that'll participate in this. Obviously, there's some NASCAR drivers that want nothing to do with it currently, but I think that's going to change when they see how popular this is and how much money's in it.
Yeah, this is so good.
So they're literally having real NASCAR drivers come in. I believe they're all real NASCAR drivers, right? Or are they pulled in from other sports?
This particular article said some.
Okay. Do they? How many people are involved?
This particular article is referencing the eNASCAR iRacing Pro Invitational Series.
Okay. And this is the one that Fox is streaming, right?
Right. So let me go. So Fox are so they're after this first one, they've agreed to air the complete invitational series. So I'm going to quote from the NASCAR.com article.
Okay.
Last Sunday, NASCAR, iRacing, and Fox Sports teamed up to deliver the first ever eNASCAR iRacing Pro Invitational Series event. Today, Fox Sports is committed to coverage of the remainder of the season beginning Sunday, March 29th. So 2 days from now.
I'm
Sunday
excited.
at 1 p.m. Eastern, live from virtual Texas Motor Speedway, entitled Fox NASCAR iRacing. The races will be simulcast on Fox, blah, 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 blah. Last Sunday's inaugural event, won by three-time Daytona 500 winner Denny Hamlin, drew 903,000 viewers on FS1, according to Nielsen. And they had a broadcast team of Jeff Gordon, Mike Joy, and Larry McReynolds, and they will continue to call the action from Fox NASCAR Studios in Charlotte, with NASCAR Cup Series driver Clint Boyer providing in-car commentary.
Wow.
Apparently, it was wildly popular, huge positive feedback and encouragement by NASCAR stakeholders, drivers, partners, media, and most importantly, our fans. So. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of the eNASCAR iRacing events as long as necessary, he says. Providing a platform for our fans to watch and engage with their favorite drivers is our number one priority.
Dude, this is crazy. So what this really means is you have all these drivers that already have experience on simulators, because I know a lot of professional race car drivers through Dirtfish and stuff. They all practice, and iRacing is their platform of choice. And for Dirtfish, I think they use Dirt Rally and Richard Burns Rally to do their training.
Cool.
So everybody's already doing their training on simulators, so why not get them into iRacing or something like that, get a really low latency connection going between all of them, get them all in one place and let them actually compete like they would in real life. And it turns out these guys are actually pretty damn solid in a simulated race car when it's simulated properly.
Oh, that's great.
And iRacing is completely based on the real physics of real world, and the iRacing uses real race car drivers to vet the feeling of the cars in the track. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be amazing. Like, these guys they're literally walking into a building. Normally they'd walk into a paddock, they'd get into the race car, they'd wrench on it, they'd get out there on the field and race. Now they're all jumping into simulators that are all cameras. They have 3 screens on them. And they're sitting down in these simulators, and they're all in their own little space. So, they're not yelling. They all have headsets for comms to their teams. And they're given, awesome. They have cameras so you can see them in the simulator. You can see them in the car. They're doing, the pre-show and the after-show where it's all lit. And they got, a runway with, lights behind it and stuff.
That's cool.
It is a really, really high production value thing. And, I mean, so Fox sunk some serious money into this. But what I think is going to happen is this first race got a couple of the NASCAR guys involved. And then some guys from other racing series are also involved. What I think is actually going to happen throughout the season is you're going to see all the other guys that decided not to do this. I think you're going to start seeing them come into the picture. Next thing you know, we're going to have F1 freaking esports where Lewis Hamilton's in there racing, and it's going to be crazy.
I think, especially if especially if they get crossover, because I'm sure that there is, just like there's an esports I suppose industry that surrounds competitive first-person shooter games like COD and Battlefield and things like that.
Yep.
There must be a community for racing games. There's a community for fighting games and things like that. So could you imagine getting the professional video game guys up against the professional drivers?
Yep.
How fucking that
and
would
on
be
TV,
an event.
dude. On TV.
So rockin' event. How fucking cool would that be? I would love to see it would be a pros versus pros event for the lulls, right? There'd be no
people that did it in real life versus people that did it virtually. That'd be insane, dude.
I would love to see something like that. I'm so excited to see, because I know that 903,000 people, that's going to be, that's not just fans of racing games. That's NASCAR fans. That's got to be people who legit the real thing. And the more and more we push esports and video games in general into the limelight, into the normal, just the normal realm is going to be so. I'm just so excited. It's so freaking cool,
I think
man.
that we have to dig deep for the positive that comes during this time, and this is one of the big positives. It's this would not happen if we didn't have a global pandemic forcing everybody to shut everything down. This is literally they're our drivers need to train. So let's get them into virtual cars and have them chase each other around so they still are competing and they still have points.
That's it.
It's that's what did it. But here's the thing is, people have been racing online forever. iRacing, really big franchise. Really big and expensive franchise that a bunch of people are involved in. A lot of people have gone from iRacing to becoming professional race car drivers. As a matter of fact, Gran Turismo
that's amazing.
on the PlayStation hosts every year, and I believe they still do it. every year they take the top 10 people in Gran Turismo that post the highest scores in the racing series online, and they take them out and put them in real cars for free, have them compete with each other, and at the end of, they call it the Gran Turismo racing series. At the end, whoever wins that Gran Turismo racing series basically gets to go race in the professional event. They get to join an actual Cup Tour racing championship, and I believe two of the years, the guy that won the Cup championship was the guy that came from Gran Turismo. So the guy that started with started with the controller on a racing console and ended with actually winning the series in real life. So imagine if you have all these guys in iRacing that are like shaving off down to, you know, 1/100th of a second on these laps. And then you have like the real guys coming in there and getting used to the simulation. You have two completely different worlds coming together, and I think you're going to see like some crazy tactics, crazy stuff. The kids that learned in the simulator are going to be doing stuff that nobody would even try in real life because it's just too damn dangerous. And then you're going to have the guys that in real life know how to do the things and know the mechanics of the car and everything at the level that the other guys don't. And you're just going to get like this insane racing, and I think it's going to carry over everywhere. It's going to be crazy. Hey, Killbit.
I did.
Yeah. Thank you for the 2 pounds. I think that's pounds. He said, Jerry is a marathon pounds. Streaming today. Cheerio. Yeah, dude, I streamed for 7 hours before this, and we're going another 3.
That's awesome.
So today is like wake up, stream, go to bed. That's today's plan. Killbit, thank you for another 2 pounds. He said, Aux, your glasses or thumbs up are dope. Yeah, dude, I do like his glasses. He's a distinguished. Whoa, Joe Taji, my man. Just tip $50, or to be specific, $49.99. He said, "Hey, Jerry in Houston, enjoying the show. Use this for the 2 great birthdays this weekend, dude. You're awesome.
Will do. Thank you very much.
You are awesome. I cannot believe how supportive people have been today. This is just
you guys
nuts.
Are great.
This is nuts. So, one thing I did want to talk about the NASCAR thing is, do you know Jimmy Broadbent? Have you ever seen him?
Say who?
Jimmy Broadbent. Have you ever watched him before online? So he's actually one of the pro online race car drivers. Like his entire channel is based on doing professional racing and iRacing and pretty much any game or simulator. And his big claim to fame is he's built kind of a nice setup that he has in his house that has like, you know, a real steering wheel, real pedals, you know, like it's a direct drive wheel, all the expensive gear. Like not super high end, but you know, like higher end than normal people would have. And he really races good. Like, he holds some records and some laps around the Nürburgring in certain cars in certain games. Well, he started recently venturing into the real world of racing, and he made some contacts in the real world of racing. And it turns out he's actually good in a real car, just like he is in the virtual car.
That's so cool.
So they invited him into a racing series. I just watched it like a week ago. Another iRacing series where they were racing, I think it was Formula 3 cars. And Porsche series. It was 2 different series, and half the grid, half the people in the game were people off-season F1 drivers and like real professional drivers.
Oh shit!
So he did this. So cool. Yeah, he did this live stream where he's racing with these real pros in the game, and they're just giving him shit the entire time. And he did. I mean, he didn't come in first place or anything like that. I think he was about in the middle of the grid, but still racing against real pros. Like, right? Dude, he was sitting there the whole stream with like a smile on his face. He's like, I cannot believe I'm doing this. He's like, I went from just racing on Twitch, you know, in my shed, because it's in a shed. He literally lives in a shed in his parents' backyard. And he's like, I'm just a dude that lives in a shed. And now I'm here like racing with all these like well-known racing drivers in this series.
That's so
and
cool.
He just found it mind-blowing. But they keep inviting him back, and it's cool that he's crossing over. He's starting to do kart racing in real life. He did a touring cup series where I think he came in like 3rd place, 2nd or 3rd place overall in a touring car series, driving a front-wheel drive touring car. And cool. Dude, he's badass, man. I highly recommend if you haven't seen Jimmy Broadbent, check him out if you're into any kind of online racing. But this is the future now, man. This is the future. We're gonna see. You know what this is gonna lead to is now you're gonna have like Call of Duty championships where it's like veterans and ex-Marines or current Marines and enlisted guys. They're gonna be like jumping into COD now, right? And practicing weapons and tactics and stuff. Yeah. And then they're gonna jump in and start getting into esports and stuff. And you're gonna see esport events where it's like Delta Team from the Marines versus these 12-year-old kids over here.
Man, why isn't this live? This is live.
Yeah. Did you not think this was live?
This doesn't look live.
This
is very live.
Yeah, it's live unless you're watching it later and it isn't live.
Yeah, totally live.
If it's currently 3/27/2020 at 6:48 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, then this is live.
Yeah, what?
Just
we're
so
super live.
Somebody's like, when was this recorded?
This is just a premiere. Why are you lying about being live? How can we lie about that?
Yeah, that's weird.
You guys are being weird.
I know that you can actually premiere videos on YouTube, and a lot of people got turned off by that back when I used to do it. And I still do it for some videos, but they get mad because you're in chat, but it's a video that's not live. This is actually live. This is a live stream. There's a difference between premiere and live stream, but YouTube doesn't do a very good job differentiating.
That's weird.
Military already does play a lot of
whatever.
COD. I didn't know that. So Chris said the military already does play a lot of COD. It makes sense though if they want to practice like tactics, right?
Did you ever play that game that the Army made back in the
Yes.
it was early 2000s or something? It was
The
called,
one that
I
ran
think it
like
was called-
garbage.
Yeah, they tried really hard to make a pretty good like physics based shooter and stuff. But it was like actually funded by the U.S. military and stuff. It was a trip. I played for a little while. It was
It ran like crap. That's why I stopped playing it. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's
Army,
and like when you
video
start it
game.
up, it's actually like it shows like the military emblem, and it says like you join up the military or something. It was basically like an advertisement to join the military.
It's called America's Army.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was actually a lot of people used to play that because you could like look around and they'd wear the head trackers
legit.
and you could get into helicopters and vehicles and stuff, couldn't you?
Yeah.
That was basically like PUBG but way more realistic.
Right.
I don't play a lot of PUBG though, if I'm honest. As a matter of fact, like I kind of got burned out on PUBG and then Apex Legends and Fortnite. It just started getting too confusing to me. I'm gonna go back to COD actually. So I'm gonna start playing COD with Graham, old Graham from Volare Media.
That new fucking
The new
battle
COD?
royale mode that they have that looks actually pretty good.
Wait, COD has a battle royale mode now? I haven't played the new one.
Yeah.
Let's see here, Call of Duty. I'm curious. What's the new one called? Is it Modern Warfare? I thought they already made a Modern Warfare.
Warzone.
Oh,
It's called Warzone. That's what it is. Yeah.
See, Call of Duty Warzone. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I haven't even downloaded it yet. I'm going to check it out, though, because I've always liked Call of Duty's campaign mode, but I want to get back into online and play
agree.
again. So,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, new Battle Royale mode. Join forces with your friends and jump into a battlefield with up
it's
to
free to play.
150 players? My God.
Yeah, it's a battle royale, so it's similar to PUBG, but it's got it's first person, right? It's first person like COD, and you have different loadouts and stuff.
Dude, this is the first I've heard of this, and it's free to
I'm just
play.
gonna start banning people. I'm
for
just gonna ban people who are talking that this isn't live.
Yeah, just
So,
nuke them.
It was funny, but it's not funny anymore. Damn, Miss Liz is on top of that shit.
She is, dude. You're never going to beat her. She's like massively. Miss Liz is like, what do I do? Block or what? Block. Just go nuts. You go ahead, Miss Liz. We don't tolerate no bullshit. This is a no bullshit kind of show. So you go ahead and just swing that man hammer.
But
Yeah, it's like at that point it just becomes spamming, like when people keep doing that. Let's see here. They proved it's live. Oh my God. We've already proved it.
it's
So
fine.
Liz, you know what to do. Just go ahead and you know how they'll know it's live because we banned them when we said you're banning them. So then they'll know for sure. Hey, Killbit, thank you so much for the £2. He said also Warzone is free. Dude,
That's
until
true.
you said something, I didn't know it was free. So wait, there's a new Call of Duty game that you have to buy, right? The one that has campaign mode. What's that called?
I don't know.
So is that the what Call of Duty? Here, let me just go to callofduty.com. It'll tell me.
That's
So there's
what I was gonna
Warzone,
do too.
and then there's Call of Duty. Okay, so Warzone.
There's a Modern Warfare that came out in 2019.
Got it. That's the one. So there's Modern Warfare. That's the one I'm going to be playing. But I didn't know that there was a battle. I knew that there was they were thinking about a battle royale mode, but I've been out of touch for a while. I didn't know that they were going to make it free like all the other games. Like how the hell am I just now first hearing about this? Because like when Apex Legends came out or PUBG came out, everybody talked about it. You couldn't avoid it if you tried to.
Because it blew up on Twitch. I'm a little surprised that
I haven't seen it. This is like crazy.
Yeah.
Like I somehow managed to. Is anybody here playing it? Like is Call of Duty Warzone legit?
I've from what I've seen, like I want to play. If I played more PC games, I would jump on it just for some lulls.
God damn, they're still going. Liz has got her work cut out for her because there's a lot of them.
It's number 3 in viewership on Twitch right now.
Is it really?
147,000 viewers.
What's
right
number
at the moment?
What's number 1 and number 2?
Just chatting with a. I don't know who Pay Money Wubby is.
It's booby streamers. It's got to be booby streamers.
Well, I mean Sasha Grey, she's the second top one.
Dude, somebody said that she streams on Twitch and I haven't looked yet. Let's see her on. It's Sasha Grey. Let me see if I'm gonna make sure I'm following her. Okay, she's currently offline. Wait, this can't be her. This has got to be somebody posing because there's like no followers. Here.
No, it's all one word.
Oh, I see it now.
She's got 3.5K. Yeah.
Oh, dude, she's live right now.
It's just her.
Oh my God,
it's just
it is her. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna follow her. I just followed Sasha
funny.
Grey on Twitch.
That's funny.
Does anybody here not know who Sasha? Oh my God, she's got 3,400 people watching. Damn. Does anybody know
And
who
it doesn't
Sasha Grey is?
doesn't seem like it's lewd.
No, not at all.
Sitting there chit chatting. So
yeah, Sasha Grey is probably one of the greatest porn stars in history because she like owned everything, all the way up and through the ranks and everything. She owned everything, and then she decided she wanted to like do regular movies, and she decided when she kind of wanted to retire out of it. Like she's actually a good model example of how like a woman can own her entire career all the way through in that business without being like fucked with.
Awesome.
Like she did a really good job. She showed everybody else like up and how to do it. So, yeah, I didn't know she streamed on Twitch though, man. So that's awesome. I now follow Sasha Grey. I'll have to raid her next time. I'm gonna raid Sasha Grey next time. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck, Barnacules? What are you doing?"
Funny.
Let's see here. Chris said, "Barnacules, don't let your wife know." She doesn't care. She doesn't give a shit. Let's see what's going on here. Sasha Grey died 2 weeks ago. My God, what is wrong with you people?
Oh, yeah.
What is wrong with all these people in chat? Jesus.
I just ignore that shit.
My God. I cannot believe, like... Wait, I won't even know... I can't... It won't even let me ban people. You got to take them out on this list.
Current released specs of next-gen consoles has been determined that spec equivalent to 1,000 plus a gaming PC.
No.
You think this will affect PC games in need beast PC? No.
Nope. Consoles will always have their like little spot among people that just want to sit on their couch and game and don't want to build like a gaming PC, but everybody has a PC is going to stay on PC. Like unless you play exclusives.
Yeah, and the thing is, console gaming does not push the industry the way PC does. PCs in general. Every couple, I don't know, 4 or 5 years or so, they're like, "Oh, PC's gonna die. Oh, tablets." It was cell phones. It was tablets.
Yeah.
Laptops, whatever. Blah blah blah.
It's always something.
Nobody is developing video games on consoles.
Very true.
Okay, you're not programming shit on PCs. PC gaming is what pushes the hardware industry forward.
I agree.
I mean,
what are all games made on? Like literally, what are all games
PCs.
made on? PCs.
Yeah, it's
nobody's programming this shit on consoles.
And the thing is to create at the level, the quality level that you see today, you need a PC capable of creating that level of, you know what I mean? Like you need, and even then, like you have to think the most gorgeous looking game you've ever played. If you have the most hardcore, rocked out, maxed out $10,000 PC, you still are creating at a lower level than what that PC is capable of creating, because you need to market to a broad spectrum of users. So what this next generation of consoles is going to be capable of, right now my PC is capable of probably more, you know. Dude, I was playing Doom Eternal on my laptop, which has got a 6700K and a mobile 970. So, and that, as far as I'm aware right now, that's probably the best looking game right now, probably. I don't know, you know.
Which game?
And so like Doom Eternal.
Oh God, it's a gorgeous game, and I think that they stayed true to the old graphics too.
Yeah. So like, it's like you have to. So by the time the next generation of consoles comes out, we'll already be 2 or 3 generations ahead of that console hardware.
Yeah, I agree. And they already said, what was it, Xbox Series X, the new one that's coming out. They raved about how fast it was. It's not even out yet, right? They raved about how fast it is, and a 2080 Ti already kicks its ass. One.
Yeah.
And so you can build a PC with 2 of those. You can build a Titan RTX is even faster than that. So by the time that comes out, I would be willing to bet that if it's not already out soon, that the 3000 series of GPU will be out, and it'll just wipe the walls with anything the Xbox can do. And to be honest, I play all the Microsoft games on the platform now, like Forza Horizon 2. I play Gears of War, which actually looks beautiful on PC, by the way. All the games have HDR on PC, 4K, 60 frames per second, like all the shit the consoles don't have. And once this console comes out, the PCs will already dwarf that and have higher graphics qualities, more tunable graphics quality. It'll be awesome.
Some people are saying, it is actually equal to about a 2080 Ti. We'll see. Okay, we'll see.
Because Liz is going crazy.
There's no. It's a product that doesn't exist. It's rumor. It's speculation. It's leaks and stuff. We won't.
Hold on,
won't know until.
I'm jumping into the band pool. This is fun. I'm gonna do some shooting fish in the barrel here.
Would you guys consider doing burger reviews? Not on this particular show, but I've toyed with the idea of doing a junk food journal.
I actually did a burger review on my channel.
Oh yeah?
On this channel right now that
nice.
you're streaming on. If you do a search for
no
Barnacules and Red Robin Royal Burger, I literally did an entire in-depth review of a Red Robin Royal Burger sitting in bed in my pajama pants. And this is like, this has got to be 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. It was pretty cool. Red Robin literally sent me like $100 gift card after they saw the video, just randomly. I never even talked to him. And they're like, dude, we love the video. Here, what's your address? We want to send you a $100 gift card. I was like, oh man, this is awesome.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I totally just did it as a joke, and they totally jumped all over it. I was like, dude, that's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'd love to do that every once in a while. There's a guy I follow on Instagram, Manic Geek.
That sounds
and he'll
familiar.
occasionally do these manic munchies. He'll drink a beer and get some meal or something someplace.
That's cool.
And I dig it. It's pretty cool.
Oh my
Man,
god!
I saw, so to keep going on the esports thing, I saw somebody was floating around the idea of since the NBA is also postponed right now. They were like, we should just keep the NBA going by having all the players play 2K, NBA 2K, right? But they all have to play as themselves in the game, and we can just keep the season going.
Dude, I don't see why not. That would actually be like, could you imagine like the endorsements that could happen with that? Like the players and stuff being sponsored by the game developers and all the people that bring in to make aware of the game. Oh my god, dude. This could be the future of gaming altered forever.
I'm telling you.
This is crazy.
Let's see. Oh, we got a super chat. Christian Nona says PC can be killed by streaming gaming. No. What do you think is running the stream for gaming? You still need PCs to create the games that you're streaming. You're still going to need PCs to run the back end.
Yeah.
PCs aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, 'cause streaming from a console sucks. Have you ever used the streaming feature built into like an Xbox or a PlayStation? It's the most generic streaming you've ever seen. If you got a camera that's compatible with the console, that's all you get, and it can be in the corner of the window. To do the overlays and all like the animations and all that crap integrated properly, you really need OBS or something.
I think he's meaning something like Google Stadia.
Oh,
where you're streaming
gotcha.
the game, and even that, I agree. For one, the major hiccup with that, which I do think the concept of streaming games like you do Netflix, is a cool idea. However, especially in the United States, there's just the infrastructure isn't capable.
It won't be competitive.
It's just not going to happen.
It'll never be competitive. Like you can play it as like a standalone in campaign mode, but if you're playing with other people online, I mean, my ping time's jumping right now from like 6 milliseconds to like 200 milliseconds, and the internet's not going to get. Yep. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, somebody in chat mentioned data caps, internet speeds, and like you were saying, ping is just not.
It's just not there.
Not gonna happen.
It's really not there yet. Let's hear. Yes, I agree, but still will be from PC. Oh, that's what she's saying, Kristen. It's like even with streaming gaming, it's still going to be on a PC, or even if it's on a phone or something, it's still a PC on the other side that's compositing it and sending it to you. It's not like they're running consoles on the other side. They're running PCs do that. Hey, Dylan Miller, thank you for the 99 cents for the poop emoji. That's fantastic. See, I'm scrolling to, I saw something from, Bazingas. Thank you for that $5 tip. Bazingas like not tapped out yet. I can't believe it. He said, technically, we're not watching you live. We're watching electron packets that have been reformed in your image. Lol.
He's got a point.
We just banned a lot of
people. And there's the delay, of course. It's, so... That's true.
It's kind of fun to ban people though that are being pricks. Like that's something that actually like I enjoy doing, and I feel like our mods, that's like a reward for them. It's kind of like when you take a dog hunting, and it brings you back the bird and you give it a treat. It's like this. It's like the same like exciting feeling. So Miss Liz, just knock your heart out. Have fun with these people. Bazinga said you did not read my last post. Oh, I think I just did, sir. I just did.
It's not live. It's not live. We're behind.
Live. No, they're right. This whole time we just banned all those people, and it turns out that we're not live. We're delayed by several seconds. Oh my gosh. Andre said, AuxxZillary, how do you like those headphones? I just bought a pair. Are those Bear Dynamics?
These are, right? DT770s.
Oh, those are good, man. That's like the good stuff.
I love them. Absolutely. I'm not a decibel nerd or anything. I'm not a huge audiophile. I spoke with friends, coworkers actually, who these are guys who spend like $1,200 on fucking Purple Heart wood cups for their fucking
Sounds
headphones.
like Robert,
okay?
like K9.
It's crazy. And I'm like, look, I've got $200. I want the best headphones I can buy. And I bought these. Actually, I bought these used for $110 a few years ago.
Dude, that's a killer deal, man.
And yeah, they're great. They've I think technically I should have a DAC. So somebody's asking, do you need a DAC for those? I think technically I should. These are 250 ohm. I have it plugged straight into my PC, and it pops up and says, "Oh, you need to." It says something about the resistance of your headphones is really high, so we're gonna put you into like extreme mode. I've plugged these into my cell phone and they've worked just fine.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of volume. It also gives you like a wider range, like higher highs and lower lows when you have a really clean power coming off something. But the truth is, most motherboards nowadays, most of the sound cards that are on motherboards now have integrated amp and DAC for headphones.
Sure.
So like that's why when you plug it in, it recognizes the resistance, and it's like, oh, we're not feeding this into a mixer board, we're feeding this through headphones. So let's jump the power up, and they have the MOSFETs on there to do it. So you don't really need a DAC with modern stuff. It will affect the quality though. Like, have you ever cranked the volume up to max with everything turned down, and do you hear a hiss or anything? Like if you turn the volume up to 100%, but nothing's playing, you don't hear any shh or anything like that.
Here, let's see.
Do it.
No, I hear my PC fans.
See, that's awesome because that's a clean DAC. Because like if you have if like most old sound cards and stuff like that, you'd crank it up to 100% and you'd hear a little shh. And like with a DAC, they're usually really, really clean. You can turn them up to 100 where it blow out your eardrums and destroy your microphones, but you don't hear anything. If the signal's at 0, you got nothing coming through. It sounds really, really good. Bazingas, thank you for another $5. He said, okay, last one. A dare for Barnacules. Oh, shit, here we go. He said, I will donate $200 if Miss B hits him in the face with a pie on stream. We don't currently have a pie due to the lack of food, but is there something else that she could sub in for that pie?
Do you have whipped cream?
I mean, is it okay if she hits me with the other pie in the face off stream? Because I can make that happen after the stream. Can't take any pictures of it though, so you just have to take my word for it. I'll do it though. I'll make her testify.
If you just got some whipped cream, man, you just put that shit into a pan and boom, cream pie.
Oh, is Miss Barnacules in chat right now? I haven't seen her.
Yeah,
she is right there.
I see her say "lol" right there, man.
So Miss Barnacules, if you want your half of that $200 from Bazingas, just put some whipped cream in a pie plate or a I don't know, a plate, something that's not going to break my nose, and come up here and smash it into my face. You go right ahead, honey, and I will let you keep that money.
Easy money.
You can keep that money because I think that'll be hilarious. And I got a towel here, so I can
get ready to clip that shit. This is gonna be hilarious.
Can you do clips on YouTube, or do you just have to like screen cap it?
I have no idea.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
There's got to be a way.
Kristen Nova said, well, thank you for the 25 PLNs, said, or from a server by local or WorldNet, but it's different between a PC in your garage and on your desk. One PC used for more than one person. Oh, like for the streaming stuff again, for like the streaming games. Sure. Using a PC for multiple games, like I've seen it done before with like Unraid and setting up multiple VMs and stuff like that. But all of that stuff does add overhead. It does add overhead. There's like no way to do all that without incurring some kind of additional latency between the input from the keyboard because there's additional stacks that you have to go through. But some of it might not be as as noticeable if you're somebody who's not highly sensitive to lag. But I've seen people before that can play with like 100 milliseconds of lag, and they can still play just fine. Like a really shitty wireless controller connected to a console to a TV that has really shitty mode. Like where it's super lagged. And I've even seen people play games with like smooth motion on the TV, and that adds shitloads of lag. And I've seen people that can successfully do that. So I know there's some people that aren't lag sensitive, can sit there and play like Google Stadia, like no problem. But for somebody like me, I tried it and it was like, no, the lag was hugely noticeable to me. And I was even on a really fast computer. So, and that was with like a 10 millisecond ping, which turns into a 20-second round trip plus whatever overhead there is on their machine to composite the input, do the thing, and then send the screenshot back to me. It's never lag free. It's never truly lag free. No.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Miss B type anything for a little while, so I have a feeling this might actually be happening.
Ready. She's getting ready.
She's going to do this. I know she is. God damn it, Bazingas. I mean, it's cool, but hey, I'll take one for the team all day long, man. I'll take one. Oh shit, here it is. She's doing it.
Here we go.
All right, Bazingas.
I love it.
Make sure it's in that camera right there, because that's the one. It's
so good.
cropped. So you gotta make sure it's right there.
That's so good.
All right, you can
This
get your
is
head
so
in there.
good. Here it comes. Here it comes.
You can do it. It's in my eye.
Why'd you open your eye?
I didn't know you were gonna hit me again.
Why didn't you?
It's in my eye. Now I know how you feel. Oh. Oh.
I love that.
Oh, dude, that's
Go
awesome.
let Xander have that for dessert. Oh my gosh. It's still in my eye. Look.
It's in my eye. Oh, it's
I didn't know she was gonna come back for like seconds and thirds.
Oh,
Dude, I shit you not, my vision's blurry. I just got. Am I gonna get pink eye from this? Hold on here. My eye is like foggy. She hit me in the face, and I didn't know she was getting. She did it again, and I dodged it. And the third time, I was like, "Oh, it's all over. I can open my eyes now." And she hits me, and both eyes are wide open, and now my eyes all foggy. Oh shit, man!
dude.
It's all foggy now.
That's
Well,
great.
that was fun. That was fun, Bazingas. I hope you enjoyed that. God, it's up my nose, too. I just breathed in my nose and just
dude.
snorted. Look, you can see where it came out of my nostril.
Oh, dude, that's great.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that. Oh, it's all up my nostrils. Oh. There you go, Bazingas. Proof yet again
outstanding.
that there's a price for anything. There's literally a
Oh,
price
yeah.
for anything. Let's see. Is that tasty?
that's great.
A little salty. Are you not entertained? Are you
That's
not
great.
entertained? My God.
Jeez.
I can't believe she got me a third time. I thought she was just going
That
to do
was
it
great.
once. Dude, I'm looking up in the light, and it's like, you know that haze you get when you look through smoke? Both
Yep.
my eyes look like that right now. So I somehow rubbed it into my eyeballs. So now I got like this thin film over my eyeballs, and no matter how much I blink, it doesn't clear. I've never put
That's
milk.
great.
I've never put cream in my eyes before, ladies. It's okay. I feel like every man should experience something that a woman does at least once. So I just got cream pied in the face. So good times.
Yeah, man.
Good times. Oh, Jesus Christ. This has been a very interesting tech talk, to say the least.
Yeah.
My God. Anon watch YouTube banned for whiteface racism. Oh, my God.
Jeez, come on, no way.
I'm whiteface doing whiteface.
Yeah, right.
It's like what is that, self racism, or what do they call that? Like
reverse.
you reverse racism. Oh my God. Oh, Bazinga said YouTube said I reached my limit. Some other way I can send you money tonight. Otherwise, have to wait until next stream. No worries, Bazingas. I know. Dude, you're totally good for it, bro.
Oh, that's great.
You're totally good for it. Don't even worry about it. Just don't do it on my don't do it on the, well, if you do it on the Tech Talk stream, I'll still split it with you. I'll let you know if he does it over on Morning
Oh,
Coffee.
sure.
Yeah. Oh my God. I gotta get this off my face.
dude.
This feels so weird.
I bet.
It's like the
People
sugar.
are like, dude, don't do AuxxZillary. I'm like, I'm 100 miles away.
Yeah. Oh, it feels so weird on my skin because I left it on there, and it's like, I don't know, like when it melted, it started making my skin tingle. Like that shit you
weird.
eat, man. Like what is
That's
in there?
weird.
That was interesting. That was very
man.
interesting. Dylan Miller, thank you for that $1.99. He said, "This is how you get ants." Did it all hit my face, or did it get anywhere else? Let me see. No, we're good.
No, it looks like she got it.
Well, I got a little bit on my shirt here, but I think I'll survive.
Too good.
Oh my
Too
God,
good.
I just got whipped cream bukkakied. And she went back for seconds and thirds, man.
Dude,
Seconds
that's
and
great.
thirds. Oh Jesus. Okay, that was good. If you guys are listening to this on a podcast, because we have to be sensitive to that now that we do a podcast.
Oh, that's right. No,
if you're listening on a podcast, my wife, Miss Barnacules, just took a cream pie, basically a ton of whipped cream. She used a ton too. Did you see that?
Yeah,
she filled an
I saw that,
entire
yeah.
paper plate with whipped cream and came up and smashed it in my face. Not once, not twice, but she went back for thirds, and I didn't know it on the third time, and my eyes were wide open. And the plate came up, and I didn't even have time to close my eyes, and she just caked my eyeballs with whipped cream, and that feels really weird. And the film is just now starting to go away. It's just now starting to go away. But it's still, but it looks hazy now. It looks like my whole room's smoky because I got like a coating of whipped cream on my eyeballs. Oh my god! Well, that was good times. That was good times. Bazingas, well done, sir. Well done. well done, bro. That was actually pretty fucking funny. But now my face is all sticky and it feels weird. Oh my god! Can you entertain the troops for a second? I'm gonna go put some water on my face and wash this off.
Yeah. Go wash
dude,
your face.
it just feels it feels so strange, man.
That's awesome. You guys are great. Yeah, want some coffee, right? Dude, that was too cool. Let's see. What's how vocal Jerry is about disliking him? I gotta ask. Do you like Trump? Huh. That was for someone else. Let's see here. What else we got going on here? How's everybody doing tonight? Is this the future? 3 of my YouTube channels are streaming at the same time. It's like back to cable. Right on. Hey, well, thanks for spending some time here. That's great. Oh man, that was too cool. That's fucking funny. Oh man, what do you guys think about esports and the rise of esports and its popularity and stuff? Do you think it'll ever like overtake regular sports? I have a Note 8. It's 2 a.m. I still have my whole family's most probably. Racing is fine. Basketball, no. Rather play than watch. I can dig that. Viva la Dirt League. Cool. I wish I could be good enough for esports. Hey, sure. I think physical sport and esports will blend together. Yeah, sure. Some distant future. I think it'll be a lot closer than you might think. The popularity of esports.
Oh, is somebody saying that the esports isn't going to be popular?
Some distant future, maybe. But no, I think that future is closer than we might be thinking. I mean, I'm a little more plugged into this kind of thing, so I've been saying it's been coming since Unreal Tournament 2004 kind of thing.
I think the pandemic pushed it front and center. Like, not to say that it wasn't already on a trajectory to be something that's like a common household thing, because there's already channels like ESPN channels that do esports. But I think this is really going to propel CM Fox's success with NASCAR. I think is going to prompt a bunch of networks to like jump on shit and be like, I'm going to get Formula One, I'm going to get rally racing, I'm going to get stadium car, I'm going to get monster truck rally, dude. And you're just going to see all these different things popping out of the woodwork. And I'd be surprised, honestly, if Dirtfish doesn't jump on this train. I should talk to them because I have context to Dirtfish. It's like, dude, you guys got to start doing like, get all your instructors and stuff. If you guys aren't doing classes right now, get them in the lounge.
It would be nothing to start up a Twitch channel and just start having virtual tournaments and stuff. Even if it wasn't like, just to keep things alive, just to do something, just to keep some kind of content out there. It'd be great,
dude. It'd be sick. It'd be sick. I mean, the future is kind of cool in that respect. Like, you have to take the positive with the negative. And, a couple things are happening. I'm starting to see people are getting a lot more unified. People are actually being really respectful of each other's health now. Which I noticed. Yeah. Like the dude like delivered my groceries, came up and put them on my porch, and then just like booked it. Just like ran off. The app said, your groceries are out for delivery. And I'm like, I go look on the porch and my groceries are there, and he's like driving off in the car. And I'm like, it's like, because, he doesn't want to have contact, because every person he has contact with is a potential infection that he now passes on to somebody else. So I really think it's cool. My neighbors, like when I go outside, my neighbors, like we'll talk to each other across the street. But normally they'd like come over to talk to me, or I'd go over to talk to them. And it's like, they're staying in the yard, I'm staying in my yard. It's like, everybody is being really respectful of what's going on right now. And I think that is like a huge deal right now. And
it's really cool.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, thank you for the 5 pound roonies. He said, hey, Barn, hope's all good with you staying safe. Just wondered, what are the chances you do a tech talk with Jay? That question comes up a lot, but that's not going to happen. It's not gonna happen. Jay already said that he doesn't want to do Tech Talk or any kind of talk show ever again. It's not his thing. He told me, go ahead and grab it and run with it and grab yourself another co-host. And he was the one that even suggested it, like on Twitter. I even had the screen cap.
Practically demanded it.
Yeah, I would say for Jay it was more of a demand. Yeah. So, and he was saying that because people just kept asking him the same question. I realized it's impossible for everybody to know what's going on. But I had people literally threatening me after we did the first Tech Talk, saying, "Oh, you stole this from Jay. This is bullshit." They were all tweeting him stuff.
I saw some of that.
Yeah, he was banning them. He was just straight up banning them because he's like, "You guys are trying to white knight me when I told him to do this, you dipshits." Like, ban. No, he wanted me to do this. And the majority of the Tech Talks, even though it was Jay's show and he started it, the majority of them that we did were both of us together. I mean, we both grew in that show for a very, very long time. And so he just thought it was cool, you know, that he didn't want to do it, so somebody else keep it going. What I think Jay's going to end up doing is more online streaming with gaming. Like, he's been building that gaming room in his house.
Yeah.
And I kind of get the feeling that he's going to get more into, like, the online gaming and stuff like that. And that's going to kind of be his thing. And I think that's cool.
I think that's a smart pivot. Even it's never. I don't think it'll ever be like his bread and butter. You know, he's not a pro or anything. But I think it's a good pivot. Just like you know, with you streaming on Twitch, even just chatting stuff it's a good. It's a good side hustle. It gets you exposed to a different sort of audience.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of content that I think there's enough of an overlap to where you're not alienating your YouTube audience, but at the same time you're exposing yourself to a new.
I do like exposing myself.
A different audience in that way too. Plus, I think you've mentioned before he has some game sponsors for the channel, his YouTube channel as well. So like it makes sense that he should, you know, jump into World of Warships just to play, even if it is sponsored content, like even if he's getting paid to do it, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Like that stuff doesn't really faze him much anymore.
Variety is important, I do think, because like all it takes is some weird thing like what's going on right now to really shoot you in the foot if or at least be prepared to pivot to new content. Like you can be niche, and that's great. But like be prepared to try new things, and it's good for him. I think it's good for everybody.
Oh yeah. No, I totally agree. And hey, Joseph, thank you for that $2 super chat. He said, in a small way, this virus is a good thing for us. I mean, you have to take the good with the bad. It's a scary thing worldwide, but I totally get what you're saying. It's like it's definitely exposing a new kind of humanity. It's making us a little bit more self-aware about like how fragile we are and how easily things can just be toppled, like no matter how good they are. And I think it's a good exercise that's going to serve us well throughout life. The next generation is going to be a little bit more careful. Hell, you know what I honestly think is going to come of this once we get it under controls? I think we're going to see a lot less virus transmission with things like the flu and stuff like that. People are going to stop with so much random physical contact and just throwing caution to the wind in public places. I think we're going to actually see some good from this in the form of, well, we're having a pandemic now. Later on, less people are going to die. Less people are going to get infected. Less people are going to have problems, just from the general consensus of people being safe.
Yeah.
And making it a habit.
The next time around, just the whiff of the possibility will keep it from. They've said I've seen some talk about how just this season's flu numbers are record low because of this. I mean, it was a bit of a trade-off, but like, that's great. And I think the next time around, people will be more, because it's going to happen. It was bird flu not that long ago, the swine flu, the fucking SARS and stuff. It's all, you know, and I think this one for sure, like really lit a fire, and people would be more, just better about it.
And the thing is too, is like in a way we're kind of lucky, because even though this thing spreads like wildfire, the mortality rate on it relative to some of the other viruses we've encountered is pretty low, which means the next one that we run into could have the lethality of like MERS or something like that, or H1N1. Well, H1N1 was relatively low, but yeah, what if it had the mortality rate of like 60% and it was like this? Like the world would just be like on fire right now, like way more than it is. So in a way, by us training with this, it's like the level 1 pandemic,
right?
You know, wait until we get to like level 3 pandemic, where it's like airborne AIDS or something like that. And it's like, we really gotta like up our game. It's like, I think it's good practice for people to just make a hobby out of this. And the cool thing is, by us doing this for so long, and being so accustomed to just being like social distancing and stuff, it'll become a habit. It won't be something that you have to actively think about. Like when you walk up and somebody tries to shake your hand, you're not going to immediately just reach out and do it because you've conditioned yourself. You're going to be like, no, fist bump or elbow bump. And you're going to be like, every time you see some hand sanitizer, you're going to go for that shit. Every time you see a sink and some soap, you're going to wash your hands. When you go use the bathroom and you're like, oh, I don't need to wash my hands, I didn't touch it, you're going to be like, I'm in a filthy ass bathroom, I'm going to wash my hands. So you're going to see people build these habits, and I think ultimately that's going to lead to just healthier mankind overall. Hey, Zero X Geek, thank you for that $10 super chat. He said, love you both. Glad the show's back. Keep it going. Dude, we're on episode 8 in 2 months. I think we're doing a pretty damn stellar job.
Yeah, we're doing great.
So yeah, I'm quite happy with how this has been going. And there's a couple people on my channel that have voiced their opinion that they're pretty mad that I'm only putting up Tech Talks and not uploading other videos. But the good news is I do plan on uploading other videos. Like this is the live stream of this channel. This is the only live stream you're going to see on this channel, and the rest is going to be video content. As a matter of fact, I haven't made a video yet, but I'm working right now on making the masks.
Cool.
Yep. See, so I got to get the cellophane cover, but these are the face masks that we're going to be donating to hospitals that need them for personal protection. These only take maybe 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to print each one. Uses a minimal amount of plastic. I can probably print 30 or 40 of these from a kilogram roll of plastic.
Nice.
And a sheet of cellophane costs what? Maybe like 10 cents, 5 or 10 cents. So to make one of these is going to be, the total cost is going to probably be under 30 cents in material to make each one of these, which means they could literally be disposed of after use, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But they're meant to be reused. You can take off the sheet and put a new sheet on there. But it's like super simple design. You can even put a rubber band around the back. That's what these are for, so that you can tension it. Like if you need to move, if you're in an area where you're moving a lot, you put tension. But just the tension from the material, just using XT, which is a copolymer that's like part PLA. It's kind of like PLA, but it's a high temperature and flexible PLA. Hey, what's up, my girl?
Hey, somebody sounds funny.
More pie.
Wait, me or some?
One of you two sounds funny.
Does it sound like whoosh?
It sounds like when you hit aluminum foil, and it sounds like that, like vibration.
Yeah.
Almost like a really, really light thunderstorm.
Yep. It's only when Houston starts talking, right? Because I think it's picking up the sound. Like when he hits, it's picking up his fan.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's my furnace. It's my furnace.
It's his furnace kicking on and off.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like almost every time he goes to talk.
Yeah, I can hear it. What it is, it's background noise in his room, and when he talks, it brings the level up high enough that it can hear in the background.
Okay, just checking because
yeah.
it's like driving me nuts.
Yeah, I heard that in the beginning. I didn't say anything because nobody else was saying anything for once. But yeah, it's
my noise gate. When I'm talking, my noise gate opens, and you can hear the furnace in the background. Yeah. Here, I'll close the door. That'll help.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Hey, Dave, thank you so much for those £2. He said, not enough likes. Well, you know how we solved that? You guys all just hit the like button.
Yeah, man.
We got 364
button,
people.
man.
Just hit that like button, man. It ain't going to kill you.
How come that's 1/3 of you people watching didn't even hit the little thumbs up, man?
Look,
it's like 3 inches away.
I even hit the thumbs up. Look at that. I hit the thumbs up.
I did it too. Boom. I got it.
And look, if we just get 14 more thumbs up, that negates the downvotes.
There you go.
Ha ha. Somebody hit the downvote. Jerk.
Rude.
Why you gotta be rude? Why you gotta be so rude like that? We're sitting here pouring our hearts out to you about esports and how much and how much we are being good as a people and health, and you're gonna downvote. My gosh. Rude. So rude. It's funny, every time you say that, it reminds me of that sitcom that I grew up with, Full House.
Yeah.
Jodie Sweet would always be like, "How rude!" That was her thing. How rude.
That's right.
So every time you say it, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Zero X Geek, he said, "Let's get those likes, peep. Come on, let's do this." I know we could do. We're up to 175 likes. Nice. We got.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
You shut up, Siri.
Please repeat it.
You shut the fuck up, Siri. God, man, Siri is so invasive. Did I say Siri once? I didn't, did I?
I don't think you said anything like it.
Dude, the damn thing just kicks on at random. Like, I'll say stuff that does. It's not even an S sound. Like, why is it activating?
Yeah, it's super weird.
Oh wow, somebody just sent me a list of local restaurants that still offer takeout during this shitty time. But to be honest, we're not eating out. Like we're being very careful. You know, and it's like the only pizza that I think, or the only thing I'll eat is pizza, because like if you go to like Domino's or something like that, they're gonna take everything, and even if they put their virusy little hands on it, it all goes through a blast furnace and then gets picked up with a shovel and thrown in a box. So I'm not too worried about it getting contaminated. And plus, when we get it home, we can throw it in the oven for a couple of minutes to reheat it, you know, and kick that temperature up. So I think that's one of the safer foods. But you couldn't catch me going to like a burger place or McDonald's, any place where there's cold ingredients. Like even a Mexican restaurant where they're putting like sour cream and stuff, they're like scooping that in front of them and putting it on there and then sealing it in with a lid, and it's basically like agar in a petri dish. You know, it's like it's not worth it in my opinion. But I know people got to eat, you know.
Yeah. I had Red Robin the other night, just last night.
God, I'm so jealous. I haven't had anything other than pizza as takeout for 3 weeks now, and that's
Nice.
probably the longest period I've ever
good.
gone.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it is, and it sucks that it took like a freaking pandemic for it to happen. And we only ate pizza twice in like the last 3 weeks, and we used to eat out, I'd say, or as far as takeout, we'd bring it home, right? But takeout, we'd have maybe 3 times a week. Like takeout was because, Xander, wear mom out, sure, the kitchen be dirty or something like that. Let's go ahead and just get something easy. And so we do that a couple times a week, and it's like now we can't do that. So we're making sure that we have more food in the house that's stable for longer, that we can throw on the grill and cook up. And it's actually been kind of nice. It's actually been a nice change of pace because you don't realize how much you become dependent on like takeout and stuff when it's such an easy option. And then when you don't have that anymore, you're like, man, actually cooking's kind of a cool thing, like making food is a good thing. It tastes good when you like put your own hands on it, We grilled up burgers the other night. We went out and did charcoal briquettes on the grill. And oh my God, it was like just burgers. Yeah. So melted some cheese over it and threw it on some really nice buns that I picked up at the store a couple of nights ago out in the middle of bumfuck Egypt. It was good. It was legit good, dude.
Oh, that's cool.
Xerox Geek said, "Wow, I need pizza every day." You know what? Pizza is a good food, man. It's not the healthiest food, but pizza's a good food. It's got veggies on it. It's got cheese. It's got meat if you want it. Carbs.
You can make some
everything.
pretty good. There's all kinds. It's like a sandwich. You can make it as healthy as you need it to be. Because man, I get this. Now I'm getting kind of slobbery about it because I haven't eaten dinner, nothing.
Dude, I've eaten twice.
There's this frozen pizza I get from Safeway. It's their Safeway Select brand. And
I know exactly.
It's like goat cheese and zucchini and stuff on it, and it's all vegetarian stuff.
Yep.
It is hella good. That goat cheese though is what really makes it, and that's so good.
Dude, so good. I grew up on the the Albertsons used to have those 2 frozen pizzas. They were like super flat. They were almost like it was 2 pizzas in a cardboard thing. And you just take it off and throw it in the oven, even with the cardboard underneath it or whatever, and just cook it off. And it was like really thin. And what I do is I'd buy those because you could get 2 pizzas for $5 back in the day, which was like a really good deal. $2.50 for a pizza that feeds you for 2 nights. That's a great deal.
That's great.
So I'd buy those pizzas, but then what I do is buy the big block of government Swiss cheese or whatever that was like a $8 block of cheese that was this big, and I would just grind cheese over it because they never put very much cheese on them. So I'd load it up with cheese, throw it in the oven, and then pull it out. And that was like a staple. That and top ramen was what got me through my poor people days. And now we're circling back on those poor people days again. So I better so I can draw from my previous experience, as I go back to that and eat top ramen every day. Because I got a kid now, which means he eats no matter what. So if food starts getting scarce, my son's gonna eat no matter what. And if I got to sit in the corner and starve to death, so be it, man. That's why I've been putting on all these pounds, guys. It was for a pandemic. I figured at some point we were going to run out of food and I'd have to survive for a month without eating. So now I'm ready. And then everybody else dies and I can go pick their bones. I think it's a good plan, honestly. Well, here, you want to talk about the Atlas Comet? What's going on with that, man? Are we going to get hit and all going to die?
Let me see here. No, I don't think so. Let me see. Where did I put that one? Oops. Oh, yeah, it's in the Discord. I keep forgetting.
Gargoth said he's excited to fire up the smoker again. Have some amazing barbecue. Dude, smoked stuff is the best.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, I had a smoked, what was it? It was a cheeseburger like a year ago that a friend of mine made, and he smoked it. It had cheese. He put cheese on side of it, like inside of the meat, and folded the meat around it, and then put it in a smoker. And smoked it, and it was like a smoked burger with like a really smoky cheese inside of it. Oh my God, I've never had a burger as good as that. I definitely want to give that a try again. Damn, you're still live? Hey, Krillin64, this is Tech Talk. Earlier, I was live on Morning Coffee. So then, since I woke up at 8 a.m. this morning, I've been pretty much consistently streaming until now. And then we're going to run this stream for probably another hour. And my God, like it's literally going to be wake up, stream all day, eat some food, go to sleep. That's today's day to free up the weekend. Hey, Joe Todgy, thank you for that $20, man. He said for the mask supplies. Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate that.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm going to order this up from Amazon tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
right on.
Need to get them transparency sheets. So I also need to bring some more printers online. I've been doing test prints on the Ultimaker 3, but now that I think we got it pretty dialed in for the XT, I mean, it's a little rough. I still got to play with some settings. But once I got it to where it's printing and it's functional, it doesn't have to be pretty, but it's functional, I'm going to just start cranking these things out like crazy, get like 6 printers going.
Nice.
Yep. And then a lot of my day is literally going to be just like every 20 to 30 minutes going over and pulling the stuff off the bed and firing up a new batch and print 2 at a time. Well, if I print 2 at a time, I think it'll take about 45 or 50 minutes. So like basically every hour I got to go clear 2 and start another print, clear 2 and start another print. So it's going to be interesting balancing that with streaming. Oh, here, you put the link. Awesome. So I can open it.
I did, yeah. So it looks like they found this late last year. It says December 28th.
Okay.
Using let's see. I think they named it after the satellite, maybe, or something. Blast it all. I remember breezing over this earlier, and they named it after the thing that found it. That's why it's called Atlas. But yeah, it's going to be big and green. It's supposed to be about as bright as Venus. It's going to be coming in real close toward the very end of May 31st, it says.
So it'll be visible with like the naked eye, like you don't need a telescope or anything.
They're saying it's going to be could be as visible. It could soon be visible to the naked eye as perhaps growing as bright as Venus.
Wow.
So that's pretty significant for astronomical a phenomenon.
What's the size of it?
Cool. Let's see here.
Said it'll pass 25 million miles from the sun. No, but what about Earth? Like, how close to the Earth is this thing?
Yeah, right.
That's what I care about. I don't care if it hits the sun. It'll just go you'll see a little steam come off the sun, and that'll be it. Because comets are ice, right? I think
comets are ice.
Why do you think it's green? Does it have a bunch of copper in it or something?
That could be. Yeah, I think that's generally the case. But right, copper oxidizes green.
Yeah, we need to mine that shit, dude. Copper's expensive. Let's get up there, Elon.
Here we go.
Ghost ride the Comet.
Here is oops. Let me undo. Oh, shit.
Oh, Timmy Tech, thank you for that $5 super chat, dude. He said World War Z is free on the Epic Store until 4/2. If anybody needs a new game to kill sometime. Oh, I did World War Z. I've heard of that, but I don't think I've played it.
Yeah,
it's free on the Epic Store, like free to keep.
I remember. Yeah. Epic gives away games every week or so.
Oh damn! I need to get on that because once they're gone, you can't download it again. Obviously, so
you can buy them, but yeah, once the free, yeah, exactly. It's free like beer. So, how close to our planet will the comet come? The celestial visitor will pass at a huge distance, some 72,610,769 million miles away.
Oh shit! So way further than even the moon.
Yeah. Way
by a
close.
lot. Wait, and it's still visible with the naked eye, so this thing must be gargantuan. This thing must be like a half a moon size freaking comet if we can see it.
Oh, it looks like.
I don't know how big this summit is.
You might be able to see it right now, but probably not with your naked eye.
Here, I'm gonna open up that second link you sent. Let's see. Go to site.
That's got some charts on how you can view it. It says if you're facing north and northeast from a temperate latitude in the northern hemisphere.
Thank you, Peter.
It's going to require a small or medium-sized telescope, but it may be visible in binoculars very soon. So if Adam are still around,
I know Adam's got the huge binoculars. Like he's got those crazy.
Them things can see around the curve of the Earth. Those freaking binoculars.
That's a telescope. 2 telescopes taped together.
It's insane. The thing's like 2 feet long. It's ridiculous.
Oh, so it's gonna be green. Okay, that's like a pretty brilliant green, dude.
Yeah. It's so I think the picture that CNET has at the top of their article is a similar comet that passed in 2018. So they're expecting it to look like that. I'm kind of stoked for this. I hope we're able to.
We need to get a telescope.
I may just dip out to Greenwater or something way up into the mountains and just check it out one night if it one of those kind of things.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on a telescope, dude, because I want to see it. I want to really see it, not with the naked eye. I want to like I remember the first time I went up to my my buddy Tom's house, and he had one of those tracking telescopes that's got the motors in it, and it's got a camera on it, so you don't have to touch it, because if you touch it, it'll move off target too much. So it was it was tracking Saturn, and I remember looking at it on his computer screen and being able to see Saturn live and see the rings actually going around in the colors.
So cool.
Like actually seeing a live image of it is just god, dude, it's something just crazy. It's still really small and it's kind of fuzzy even with a good telescope, but it's like you see it, you see the distinct rings and you see the color of the planet, and you're like, man, that's out there. I'm looking at that right now. I don't have to trust some picture on the internet. This is me physically looking at it, and I just think that that's a really cool thing. But you have to track it, because man, does that sumbitch move fast. Like if the motor's not moving in the telescope, it's like it's just gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like but the motor's moving very gently. The motor's like tick 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 tick. It doesn't even look like it's moving. Tick 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 tick. But
Right.
but if you turn the motor off, Saturn's just like woo, gone.
It's kind
of interesting.
because you got to think the way that the distance works,
Yeah.
right? And those small micro adjustments are millions of miles, at that distance.
It's a trip.
So that's so cool.
It's an absolute trip. So I'd love to do that. So if Adam's up for some sky watching and we're not all dead from this zombie city
right.
apocalypse, it would be cool. And plus, he's got the place to view it from, dude. His backyard's actually doesn't have hardly any light pollution.
I know.
And he's got that big telescope. Have you seen his big telescope? The big one he has in his house?
Yes.
Oh my God, the one that looks like,
that
like
thing's
he borrowed it
it's
from an
that big
observatory.
right.
Dude, that thing's nuts, man. Andre said, Barnacules Nerdgasm, we had one 2 years ago pass under the moon. If it had hit, we would be dead. It's coming back in 10 years or so. Whoa. So, like, the distance of the moon, that close to the Earth? Because we can travel to the moon in what? Is it 4 days? 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, I think it passed within the orbit of inside the moon's orbit. I remember hearing something about that.
Dude, you know what'd be crazy? You know what'd be crazy? What if a comet hit? Because the moon's obviously been pelted by all kinds of debris, right? It's got craters all over it. What if you saw that? Like you were just looking up at the sky, looking at the moon, and all of a sudden you just see this giant like offshoot of particles coming off of it, and a giant freaking new crater. Like, dude, oh my God, that would be. Would you freak out? Like, would that be something cool, or would that be something that at first you'd be like, oh shit, we're all gonna die?
It depends how big it is.
What if it's cracked in half and you see it like slowly coming apart?
You wouldn't have much time. Like you'd see it, you'd have enough time to know that shit was about to happen. And if the moon cracks, that's probably extinction level. Like,
oh my God, dude! Could you imagine? Because its orbit would probably degrade, right? If it ended up being like half the mass, and plus, what if it like blew off coming towards us?
So so many chunks.
Oh my God, dude! And the problem is, we actually know the math for that, so we could figure out when we were going to die. Like NASA would be like, "Oh, we've done the math, and in 32 days, the thing's going to like hit our atmosphere and light the whole atmosphere on fire."
Literally, like little that they could do about it.
To like the second, they'd be like, "Exactly, this is when you're going to see the atmosphere light on fire, and this is like, each spot in the world that's going to completely be engulfed in 3,000 degree flames." Oh my God. William, thank you so much for those $2 Canadian. He said, sorry, would watch, but LTT is live. Sorry. Hey, don't even blame you, bro, man. I understand. The Canadians got to support the Canadians, especially right now.
We're way funnier, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's true. We are way funnier. We are, but I'm not as good at karate as he is. So, I mean, pick your poison. Well, anyways, tell him hi for me in chat, since I can't go over there and say hi. Please go tell him hi for me. Dude, that's
so cool.
I try not to think about it. I try not to think about like extinction level events, but it's like they've happened before, like multiple times. So it's like they will happen again. It's like it could happen just as easily tomorrow or next year as it could any other time. And the sky is so big, like, would we really see it coming if it was like, because I mean, it only has to be a meteor the size of like, a Volkswagen traveling at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And it will do enough damage to kill everything on Earth. Like, it doesn't have to be big. It can be small, traveling at near light speed. And
it's crazy.
Just thinking about stuff like that, it's like, dude, how does that not happen all the time? Like I realize that it's so big, but actually, still,
Jupiter is a big reason why. Because Jupiter's so big.
Shit dude. Here we go, segueing into what does Houston know?
What does Houston know about why Earth hasn't been hit by more extinction level?
Please tell us, because this is one of those weird random facts. I gotta hear this.
Yeah, when it comes to at least like flying space junk, like rocks and shit like that, Jupiter is a big reason for that. It helps. It throws the orbits of a lot of these. Stuff that's orbiting around there,
because it's just so big and has so much gravity. It's literally like it's like attracting the objects towards it instead of us.
Right. It throws those orbits off quite a bit, and so of a lot of the junk that's out there. I mean, you'd think that the asteroid belt would have degraded by now and fallen in toward the sun, but Jupiter is close enough that it keeps pulling it back, and so like. They've actually this is where it's a little fuzzy, but I'm pretty sure they've observed as well as we were able to exoplanets and stuff where they don't have big gas giants like that, and they suspect that that's why they probably don't have intelligent life or whatever. They're, you know, Earth-like planets, but it's like, what's going on over there? How come we're not seeing this stuff? And part of it's distance, right? We're seeing old light, but you know, they don't suspect that they have giant gas giants like that to protect them from random.
So they're just getting hammered by space debris. So even though it's like a Goldilocks planet, it's just getting hit by meteors constantly.
Yeah, possibly. It's hard to say, but yeah, that's one of the explanations.
Dude, that'd be crazy, man. Imagine a life that evolves on a planet like that. That's just the surface is constantly getting pelted with like nuclear bomb level events.
Constantly.
Like,
yeah.
What if the planet like managed to avoid an apocalypse level event long enough for them to basically go underground, and they got smart enough to realize they were gonna get pelted? It's like, we're looking at these planets and looking for radio waves, but they're like, fuck you, universe, we're gonna hide underground like mole people, and you'll never know we're here.
That's another possibility for like why we haven't found intelligent life. Because like, imagine what if dolphins had been the dominant life form, right, and never came up on land? Would they have developed a technology that would broadcast radio outward? And water, I believe, is a pretty good insulator for radio waves anyway.
Yeah, it
I think.
No, it is.
And so if they did get to a say again, like some sort of water dwelling species got to the technological level that we are at, we probably wouldn't even know that they were there, because none of their broadcasts would have ever left the planet. Like, that's one of the explanations for the lack of intelligent life. And,
like, a lot more shit has to happen than just a planet supporting life for them to actually like venture out and have good odds of finding us. And the other thing is, like, we developed radio technology, but like you're saying, if they developed underwater, and plus they probably would never be a spacefaring species, because how the hell do you get all that water into space? It's so heavy, right? It's like they got to figure out how to build a rocket that's like, you know, 10 times more complex and efficient than Elon Musk's, just to get like one of their freaking whale people into space, you know? So
plus, even with us, right?
We're going deep here, folks.
There's a very short window of even our technology that we were just broadcasting radio waves all willy-nilly. Now, even right now, we're not radiating a lot of radio anymore. A lot of it is very, very focused inward. There's a very short window of maybe just a couple decades where we were just like
blasting
out
space
there. probably from the mid 40s up until about the maybe early 70s, we were just puking that shit out into space. And as our satellites and stuff got better and better, we've very much focused inward.
So there's an alien species out there somewhere that in another 1,000 years is going to pick up our radio waves from the 60s. They're going to think we're a bunch of crazy people that dress funny and smoke things. Everybody on the planet smokes, and there's a war. And then they're going to finally show up, and we're going to be completely extinct. The whole planet's going to be laid to waste and look like Mars by the time they show up to say hi.
Right. Well, you would think that if they were at the level of technology where they could intercept those signals, they would know that they were very old. So, But there is actually another interesting little tidbit, since we're talking space stuff. Europa, right?
Yep.
Jupiter, I think Europa.
One of its moons,
Jupiter.
right?
Very watery little rock out there, thick, covered in ice.
Is that the one that has the liquid core?
I believe so.
It's like ice on the surface and then liquid inside, right?
Right. Yeah. And there's always excited talk about that there could be some sort of life there too under the ice.
Right, because I think they can figure out the salinity of the water with radio waves, right? Like they can pound the thing and like they get stuff back, and it's like, what do they call them? It's light. It's a mass spectrometer or whatever. They can basically look at the light reflecting off, and they can figure out what it is. Because I know that they do that with stars. Like they can figure out the composition of like a star's core just by looking at its light. Like the wavelength of light will tell you how much helium-3's in it, how much hydrogen's in it. Like they can literally figure out the mass of the star, how long it's going to live, how much energy it's putting off, how much potential energy it has. Like they can figure all that shit out just by looking at it, like getting the light from it, which is pretty crazy. Let's hear. William Kinkert said, "Funny looking" to Linus. That's funny. I wonder what it's going to be like if we ever do make contact. with
That'd be
another
crazy.
species. Like,
It'd
because
be
I'm not going to say it's
just
not
crazy.
possible, because the universe is a really huge place, and I think that there is a lot. I think undoubtedly, I think it'd be really stupid to think that there isn't other advanced life out there. I just think everything's so spread out that, like, you literally live an entire generation, develop a planet, the whole planet collapses and falls into the sun. By the time the next closest species, like, oh, there's a blip on our radar, sir. We saw some life. Oh no, never mind, it's gone. You know, or like, how would they ever get here? Like, let's say that we do hear a radio signal from off in space, right? Like the SETI project picked up some interesting signals that came in that they determined, you know, inconclusively in some cases that, oh, it's a star. It must be a star or a pulsar or something that's putting off this thing.
Right.
What if it wasn't a star or pulsar? What if it was like some alien species was literally using that to broadcast in a way that we don't know? Like, we don't know what compression or encryption they're using in the frequency. Maybe that's how they communicate over long distances. But even if we were to send something out, by the time it got there, like, we're long dead. Like, just because the sheer distance between things.
Yeah, that's the big trouble.
And if somebody was more advanced than us, because let's be honest, the odds of us being the most advanced civilization in the entire universe, I mean, it's pretty. There's got to be species out there that are technically more advanced. But the thing is, like, you still have to adhere to the physics of the universe, right? You do have physical limits. You can't Harry Potter it, even though magic is indistinguishable from technology if people don't understand it. I mean, there are limits, right? If warp technology was real and you really could fold space and create a wormhole, which, you know, is all theory right now, but let's say you could do that. Wouldn't you think somebody would have done it by now? Don't you think, like, some species out there that's more advanced than us would have already folded the space and, like, flew over here? You know, it just makes sense to me that they would at least, like, and crash in Area 51. No, probably not. It would be more visible to the public unless they wanted to hide. Right?
For one, I mean, this is a weird
thing. Dude, are we
too,
a zoo?
Because, like,
are we a zoo?
Earth is in a very weird part of the galaxy. We're kind of out on a spiral arm. This isn't a very densely, like, there's not a whole lot of stars around us out here. So
we're in the burbs.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we're way out in the edge of things in a galactic sense. So, like, if it's like, would they want to, or would it be easier to bop around in closer in toward the center where stars are kind of closer?
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, because I mean, they don't really know it's here, so even if they did get some kind of proof of life, it's like, is it worth their journey of, you know, 100 years or whatever, and suspended animation to, like, show up to a planet where it's like it's gone, or everybody already left, or it blew up or something like that? Because they were saying that. I mean, we obviously haven't found life on Mars yet, but we found the building blocks for life, so it's plausible that life could have been there at some point. They did say that if you look at the stuff that's there, at some point when it had a magnetosphere itself, it was like Earth. It was probably a habitable level planet. Whether life developed there or not is completely subjective. Like, we don't have the information yet, but it was like an Earth-like planet, like habitable planet at some point in time. So Earth is probably going to suffer the same fate, right? At some point, our magnetosphere is going to burn off or whatever, and we're and our but hopefully by that time we're already like a spacefaring race, and we're already out there populating planets and shit, and the Federation's like a real thing. Space Force, man, taking over the galaxy.
Yeah. Hawking said it best. When was the last time you tried to converse with apes?
Right. And this is the interesting argument that I used to fight, but then I turned around on, because, you know, I turn around on stuff every once in a while. And I used to think, like, if aliens were out there, we would see them, right? They'd be, like, flying around the planet, and, like, teenage aliens would be bopping through the universe, and, like, they're just got their driver's license for their intergalactic spaceship, and, you know, and then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a second, if a species was advanced enough to, like, fold space and time and travel through the universe, like, limitless distances, why would they show themselves to us? There would be no reason to. Like, they are so vastly superior to us that they would think they were scaring us. It'd be like running up to a deer and throwing a rock at its head or something like that. It's like, no, just observe it. Just observe it and watch it. Like, that's why I said, are we a zoo? Like, are we literally a zoo? Or are there 100 cloaked alien ships in orbit right now just going, oh, this is the Homo sapiens streaming on Twitch. Here, check your pad to tune into channel blah, blah, blah. Like,
that'd be funny.
We're literally just entertainment for another galaxy. The only reason we haven't been exterminated is because, man, these little pink things are hilarious.
It's weird.
Yeah, I wonder if that actually, you know, I'd like to think that that's possible, at least on some scale, in some kind of universe, or in some dimension. Like, what's the multiverse theory, where everything that can happen will happen?
Too. Yeah.
So
here's a good one. I like this. So James Janis says, "There's a big debate, and I want your opinion. Do you consider esports players to be athletes?"
I do, actually. I do.
I agree.
I absolutely do. Here, I want to hear your reason first, though. Why do you think they're athletes?
It still takes training, skill. It's practice. It is Like, it's not. I mean, it's a sport just like any other sport.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the same. It's not as physical, but yeah, I think so.
I mean, it can be though. Like with,
sure.
with VR and stuff like that, I think you're going to start seeing where it's like athleticism is a part of winning the game. And let's be honest, the guys that you see playing like, Call of Duty tournaments and stuff and playing like CSGO, they're moving their mouse and keyboard and fingers so fast. It's like they are definitely practicing to increase their hit speed on keys and moving a mouse. Yeah. And though you might not think that's athletic, that is hella hand-eye coordination. And you do need the muscle. What do they call that? The fast twitch muscle? You need to train that fast twitch muscle up to be able to do that. Like if you watch somebody play StarCraft, it's like the fucking magicalest thing I've ever seen. Like I watched a dude playing StarCraft. It's like micro. Yeah, it's like 5 minutes into the game, they got like 100 Zergs and running across the thing, and they built like their entire empire, and it's all just muscle memory. Click, 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 click. Everything's like perfectly coordinated. It's like, dude, I can't think that fast. Like I can type fast, but I can't think that fast. So yes, they're absolutely 100% athletes. Now, I think that
athletes.
I think why people actually that's a fair point to some degree. This is the thing, you have to think about the sport though, right? Because here, I'll give you an example of what about sumo wrestlers? Sumo wrestlers are absolutely athletes. You put a fighter, a trained fighter in the ring with a sumo wrestler, he's going to knock your ass out of the ring no matter how powerful you are. Because it is really hard to knock those guys out. Like chances are you might do some damage, but he's going to knock you out of that circle. So playing by his rules in his sport, he is going to mow you over just on sheer size. So technically he's unhealthy, he's unfit, but he's got shitloads of muscle. So that technically does make, from an athlete standpoint, it's like, but if you looked at him, you'd be like, oh, that guy's not an athlete, but it's like step into his sport, right? What about Lance Armstrong?
Exactly.
Lance Armstrong, like if he got in the ring with like, let's see, like one of the MMA fighters, right? He'd get his ass kicked, right? Lance Armstrong's going to walk in there and just get fucking decimated. But you put him on bikes, Lance Armstrong's going to kick his ass because he's trained for that sport. Right? Swimmers, they build up tons of muscle. They burn like 10,000 calories a day. So they have lots of dexterity and lots of endurance, but they don't have a lot of muscle for like sheer power. So it really depends on your sport. Race car drivers, they focus on their neck. Formula One racers, they're like, if you see their exercise routine, it's like 90% neck because they're having to support their head through 500 laps of a race. And it's like the only other people I know that have to train that hard with their neck muscles is like porn stars and stuff. So it's like, it just depends. It really depends on what the sport is. And I think that there's a lot of people that are considered athletes. And as far as me, it's like, I think the thing esports allows you to do though, is anybody can be an athlete. Whereas in certain sports, not anybody can be an athlete in that sport. In esports, it doesn't matter if you're skinny, doesn't matter if you're fat, doesn't matter if you're out of shape. As long as you have the ability to train up to do that thing, you can become good at it. As long as you have the fast memory and the fast twitch muscle, you can technically become good at it and coordinated with a lot of practice. No matter what I do, I'm not going to beat Lance Armstrong on a bike. Like, no matter what. Because that bike might weigh 12 pounds, but at 360, it doesn't matter if it's made out of cast iron. I'd still be exactly the same speed. So I'm not going to beat him at that, right? So unless they start like nerfing the sport where it's like, oh, for every 100 pounds over, you can have a 3 horsepower electric motor added to your bike. And then by the end, I'm basically I'm on a Kawasaki Ninja, like racing him, and we're like neck and neck. Like, I don't think that's ever going to happen. So, I'm actually not sweaty, GG. That's actually leftover remnants from a pie in the face. So actually, I'm not actually sweaty at all, which is funny. Like, look.
See?
Nothing. Dry as a bone.
Nothing.
So I'm just shiny because my wife caked me in the face earlier on stream for lulz. Let's see what we got. Andre said, I hated the neck machine as a football player. I thought it would snap my neck. Dude, my friend, who's a Formula 3 driver and a rally driver during GRC, but I got canceled. And one of the Dirtfish guys, he showed me like one of his training videos that he posted on Facebook. And they do this thing where they have a steering wheel and it has a weight on it, like a 40-pound proper like Olympic weight on a bar connected to a steering wheel. And then there's lights on pads, and the lights on the pads light up at random, and he has to spin it so that the arrow's pointing at the pad for the pad to go away. Shit. And it's got a 40-pound weight on it. So every time he's steering the wheel, it basically has a 40-pound weight on a pendulum. And so he's cranking around. He sits there for like 45 minutes doing this. And the further over that you steer, the more the weight is pulling down on you. And so James is like, oh God, pull it back. And if the light's on for too long, it gives you a penalty. So you have to like sometimes go all the way from full lock back to full lock with a 45-pound weight on this fulcrum. And I'm like, man, that is like more force than you would ever experience like in a real car. But the idea is for them to train up to doing so much more than what the car actually puts on them. So when they do a 500-mile race at the end, they're still fully sharp.
Right,
It's not just make it to the end. It's like they have to be as sharp on the last lap as they are on the first. So they overtrain hardcore. With their neck, they'll put like a 40-pound weight on or do the elastic band, right? And yeah, they do this, and then they'll put it on their neck, and they'll do this, the forward, because when they brake, their head pulls forward with 40 pounds of forward.
Sure, and you gotta.
Wow. Yep. So they'll sit there for like 20 minutes working the band, and I tried to do it once, and it literally put a crick in my neck. Like after doing it for like a minute, I was already like, how the fuck do you guys do this? And they sit there and do it for like 40 minutes, man. It's crazy. And then they do the really quick training stuff, right? Because in racing, in Formula 3 and Formula 1, he was doing Formula 3, which is like baby Formula 1. Those cars still move fast. They're like 200 horsepower, weigh under 1,000 pounds. I mean, these are fast-moving cars. And they're open wheels, so if you wreck, I mean, it's not going to be pretty, right? So they have to be really quick and ride right on each other's asses, and, you know, you have to be able to get out of the way in a split second. So they do so much training that's, like, instantaneous. Like, how many milliseconds does it take you to respond to stimuli? But they don't actually train as much on a simulator as I thought. Like, they still do the racing simulations in, like, iRacing, but most of their training is literally on analog equipment, like basically taking like a ball and pushing it out, pushing it down, pushing it out, pushing it down, and the guy going, hut, 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 you know, and moving to it. Yeah, and Ken Block does the same thing, dude. It's crazy to watch. Go look at Ken Block's training on YouTube. There's a video where it shows Ken Block waking up every morning. He goes through his routine because, you know, he's doing all the Gymkhana shit where he has to be like really sharp and really quick on the controls. And so him doing his training with his personal trainer, you're like, God damn, man, that guy is quick. He is properly quick. Let's see here. Light weights on a baseball bat. Yeah, that's true. The guys that do baseball, right? They slide weights down the bat and swing it around to get their muscles stronger. Yeah.
Or training with heavier gloves than you're actually going to be competing with. And things like that. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like you don't want to be as strong as what you're doing. You want to train for more than what you're doing. And then you can maintain it longer. It's all stamina, right? Racing is crazy, though. Formula 1 is like, those guys lose 10 pounds of body weight in one race. That's how much water they sweat out of their body just from like how much exertion that they have. Yeah. It's nuts. It's 8 to 10 pounds. Yeah. And they literally weigh them before and after the race because if they lose too much weight, they actually get a penalty for cheating. Because they want to make sure that they're not like loading up on water and getting in the car and pissing it out and evaporate. And they want to make sure that they only lose 8 to 10 pounds. But I was like, damn, dude. Somebody said Sasha Grey has a thick neck.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, I wonder how she got that. Must have been those isometric bands. Oh my God.
Training to be a racer.
Yeah, I don't think she actually does porn anymore though. I think she quit that a long time ago.
Oh yeah,
she's
that had to be a long time ago.
Yeah, it's funny. Dude's like, you're sweating. You need to take a drink, and then I wasn't sweating, and now I actually am. So, dude, he jinxed me, bro. I drank some water, and it came right out of my skin.
Actually, I think this might be a good time to wrap. Like I said, I haven't eaten no dinner or nothing.
Yeah.
So I think it might be.
And Polish Pat said you were bored, so we should probably just end the stream.
Bored. Man, I get that kind of stuff. There's those comments where it's like, man, are you gonna let Houston talk or what?
It's so funny. And it's people are always like that. There's always gonna be people that just they want drama.
No, don't take that as a negative, Polish Pat. You just happen to be the one to be picked on at the moment. It happens a lot, and I don't mean any negativity from it. But it's they see a slice of the whole thing and stuff, so it's fine.
Y'all just need to simmer down now. Simmer down.
Y'all need Jesus.
Y'all need Jesus, because I just got a pie in the face for you motherfuckers. Come on now. Come on now. You know what I just realized I can do before we leave?
What's that?
There's a new button on my dashboard. It says insert ad. All I got to do is push this button, and I think it runs an ad for everybody. Did it work? Does everybody see an ad? I want to see if anybody sees an ad.
Ad time.
I just saw it. Did anybody see an ad? I pushed the button that said ad inserted, so that it actually do an ad. I'm just curious to see if it actually did an ad, because I don't know if it did or not. Nope, they said nope.
I'm not seeing
one.
I'm not seeing one.
I bet you know what it does? I bet you it inserts it during the playback, like when it goes live afterwards.
Oh yeah.
I bet you it does. And so now everybody's going to get an ad at the end of the video, and they're going to hate us for it, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, anybody got any? Can we do a real quick AMA round, and then we'll call it a ball, since we usually end on that? Okay, guys, tag us in chat if you have a question for either one of us or both of us, and we will answer a couple of questions before we leave to go stuff our faces and spend time with our family. because we met the minimum requirements. The rules are 2 to 3 hours, so we did meet the minimum requirements, so we're good to go. All right, let's see. Raid? Can you even raid on YouTube? Is that even a thing? I don't think it is.
I don't play around in YouTube enough. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't have a raid option, dude. Like I'm looking around in here. There is no raid option, so sorry guys, no raiding.
Recommendations for an antivirus for Windows 10. Windows Defender.
Defender.
Good internet practices.
Windows Defender and set up a VM so that or check out Sandbox. How many people here know about Windows 10 Sandbox? You have to enable it. It's a feature in the latest build. Install it. It's basically a virtual machine that's a copy of your base Windows install. You fire it up. You run whatever fucking malicious exe in there and make sure it doesn't tank your system before you run it on the real one. And then if it tanks it and tries to malware your system, it pops up in a VM. You just close the VM window and it's gone. So it's basically like an internet condom. Use it.
What do you like better, turbo blow-off valve or supercharger coil wine?
That depends on the car, man. Depends on. I am a turbo guy mostly, but go ahead.
I love the part in Mad Max where it'd be the second one. Where it's like one of the first. It's in the very first scene.
Yep.
And he kicks that thing on and it.
Yep.
That is super cool. I haven't heard any
also
superchargers
fake,
in real life.
It's also fake.
I'm okay.
So the way a supercharger works is it runs off of a belt that runs off of the crank in the motor. So it's always spinning, and if you stop it from spinning, no air gets through it because the supercharger air doesn't go through it unless the impeller is compressing it. So technically the motor wouldn't even be able to start and run, and you wouldn't be able to accelerate unless you're spinning it. So that was totally a special effect in the show where they hit the button and a motor spins up the supercharger. It was totally a cosmetic effect. Don't feel bad, though. I didn't know about this until 6 months ago, and I watched a YouTube channel where they resurrected the real car from the movie. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's connected to an electric motor. It doesn't actually run off the crank of the motor, so it's not a functional supercharger. That being said, I think superchargers sound really awesome on trucks. Like I like superchargers on trucks, like the Roushes and stuff.
That's true. I forget that's a thing. So I probably have heard superchargers then.
I'm sure you
trucks,
have.
Yeah,
and I like
the ones the thing that stick out.
Yeah, like what's the one that makes There's one that makes a really distinctive noise. I think it's called Roots. A root style supercharger where it basically has like two impellers that cut into each other that are really long. So it's basically like, think of it like two triangles that are spinning against each other really, really fast to compress a huge volume of air down. And they make this really, really loud. You don't even hear the motor. It's so loud. All you hear, and those things are freaking rad, but not practical for, I mean, they're only good for doing huge amounts of power, not a little bit of power. Turbos, you can vary the power, and plus they're way more efficient. You get way more power with a turbo than from a supercharger. Just not immediately. Let's see. Let's take one more. Is there any more? He said, okay, here we go. Minecraft Jake said, how did you like that cream pie in your face? Look at Twitter. I sent you a pic. I will check that out after the stream.
Awesome.
I'm going to tell you that it was awesome. It was therapy for Miss Barnacules because she's been cooped up with me for weeks now, not being able to really go out and do anything. So I think that was hugely therapeutic to my wife, number two. The only thing I didn't like about it is I had my eyes open when she hit me the third time. And so I got a film of, I'm going to go take a shower after this because my face is still sticky even after wiping it off. And I got a film over both my eyes, so it still looks like everything's a little smoky. So I think I need to go steam up in the shower and literally rinse my eyeballs out. But other than that, no, it was funny. Sometimes you got to take shit for the team, to get a laugh, and it was totally worth it for a laugh.
Totally.
I'm very happy. Why does Barnacules' cam seem blurry?
It's the whipped cream.
Yeah, it's the whipped cream, guys. It's the whipped cream. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're not streaming this weekend. Here, Houston's got a birthday party tomorrow for his family. I got a birthday party for mine on Sunday. It's Xander's birthday on Sunday. So if you guys want to send him a happy birthday on Twitter, I will make sure I read those to him. And I may stream tomorrow just to make sure I don't break the streak. We're up to 49 episodes now, uninterrupted on Morning Coffee on Twitch. So I'm probably going to do that tomorrow, but I'm not going to be online on Sunday. Just to let you know, Sunday I will be completely gone. And we will start streaming again next week, Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on this channel. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you get a notification next time we stream. And I want to do another special thank you to everybody that contributed during the stream today because that really helps us out. And holy shit, Bazingas and Kevlar Condom, you are still the top chat throughout the entire stream for 2 hours.
Best of the best.
Yeah, Bazingas still got like another 30-minute cooldown and we're ended the stream.
That's insane.
Just insane. Bazingas, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate you spreading the wealth. And Douglas,
so much.
Douglas Pocknet Jr., thank you for that last $5 super chat. He said, keep it up.
Thank you.
We're going to keep it up. Keep it up. All right, guys. Have a good one. We're going to go get some food because Houston looks famished and I need more food. I can't explain it like where it makes sense on camera, but I need more food. All right, guys. Take it easy and until next time. Boom.
Bye. Bye.
Ending the stream.